ana wes me twitwe mu
ne sua what
aso ma ko nyina no me sua nyam de bia me de ma no fa ho na ze those parts so abeboa me this year peja worship ne sa ne praise na ujimi to ko bia ni so ka no bo so and se kanena da ho obi e monitor da za so to
era to for free
eno amabamu buye uni mabamu buye na bedanyame asese embuansi na ebuyi because of ya on say ya need be ya o say ya brene kasa enya say ya ne kuresi ya brene kasa problems are esese nke ya solve awie dada no sa problems na gusu ba ye ho ana egusu kasa na ne kana ana enya anu yi bia ana egusu ne ye kasa je no sesa highway authority ya no ne engage in wo
short voice no
in fact or man a certain education emma mesati asese yes I challenge Ghana because on one kasa na obema medication or maybe no no aside frustrated okay say maybe betina aka say achimota o ba me pedina ka bia iwe akolock no so nti obuza say highway fosi ka yesem ana biribia ada ye bu traffic igu ye say kwan no ye yesi no mu de omusika no so oti bibia ni ho ayekoso abeka say omuni mu but ni nyina no is kasem too asotwe asese de manipa oye ofom so dan enu akra de josama me we homoze do ni bi ono bebu achimota ono kwan no ho ne mani bi guye no oko highway force sika na just ka kese pa abai omko bo jero ka jo ono betima to 75 bucks o show mo nim ka chiro mu o betima to 75 bucks no you know or they are fixing na into more how
only crime dey agrot afre wa no
so
esie so ho ba kwan a bo bi
bibi
to the extent say otimi kan sa che no
o hwe mo nim ka chiro mo
ewo mote
we 75 bucks
dia price ya de ma ko no enya cement 5 bucks
kura come about Ghana no na ko cement 5 bucks
so say mra no ye adwuma nyame adom cameras ni sisi ho obi a wo bu traffic light wo bu fence ye friend say
I watch that anka ampadu be sa de sa enti jeme kwana me nya wo na anka ye ntuna ekoka because
ya
ro sa gro sa no enura nipa anka omo ewuo na ebetuom eya avoidable oman no ye di agro ne kasa saa nipa ewu saa keke ewuo ni ebetimesi anokwan nti de bia ne aba urade na de man na we de pada no yi na we de see just every day
they see what tomato booty eya dia anke enu ebetimi avoid amen na de ofri mu se nkote nkwamu yeso wo da se sram wadakura enano so de oyede be wia tinke bia nka o pake be just 15 minutes bi kura 10 minutes another 30 minutes bi mpa ka wo de je won mo nkwa na nyame kura na yeda na se bebre sa brain mu no na adwuma enhye da nko so ankasa kania ne tobutu ndan mu ho nyina nko be wiewie wo
I say they kasa
na wo mo epra no so ne yestress urade beje won se ba ko no firi mu ba ko ya o sa ye emumu a
o PWD o emumu sa o head na o engage emumu sebe e wo highway no they did be a bar for us to run away until because how do you talk to such a person?
But at the end of the day who say you know man say be o
highway phone common. They were confused about how you can engage such a person even to do such a job. Obi asabe
onu kwa se we clean opra ho
and by the money
nko opra wie ya nkoko
and the money humo no go opra no uja ne wachisi ya ehyen kura ba bia wona se etiem benkum ni fa so nti we have been irresponsible as a country as employers and whatever no I'm a problem aba say ba ku bia no oti future mu a eno apaka we say ka say omuhu sa no omu nipa two workers ni fa no tone at no eno kwa wan
na wa ya to de baby ya to atwe kra woni ma de wo ho
ohun situation no they were screaming towards it aha
na de on tene de ehu ende ehu
pregnant woman sa ka ho ai
se ka na ko fra
ade nyankopon
nti o sra na pa wadi fi ni ofi ba mu no de bia de ka se ye de enyame ne da na se ama ne bosu because makrafi se me ko aba onyame mfa me nkomra na oman no ankasa na emu nipa no ye ankasa ye mmere yo bia nyansa bia ni ekoso me ye hwere ye nkwa because nkwa no de eko esu ni replace eko ni replace entokwa ni replace compensation ni replace what you say bibia ni ho a sa papa no oye ma na busua na e bit me replace am na baba that's why they bia me kan say ye momode nsisi sa nneoma no ho kwan ankwesi am ye kan say nyame na de ba nyame na ji we nyame na de ba ana nyame na ji as well do to your democratic di fa shashasi
me the daily graphic the bokrata no shase na anopai graphic anim ha de chief justice Ora Justice Anini Yeboah, Nifoni Nedaha, Assembly CJ refutes $5 million bribery allegation. CID begins investigations. Nti we the abeto jase kokuom some adamudie chiebi akoso ewo eye Chief Justice atnaye na CID for aso assembly mu awomo yemu enhwehwemu. Tourism Ministry launches app to spur growth. Enti tourism anasa kwansra ha hye no womo so na mabefo kwanso the app no bia ba ebeboa ama akwansra ehonsem etumi akonkan ewo memo. Student loan trust fund chases 20,000 defaulting beneficiaries. Enti womo a na no wonsa kan bi no abofosem ne bi nie womo nsa kan bi no a womo ahwentua no ye chesi wom no maje enti eno ho asem enie. SNET plans deleting 13,000 names from pensioners roll. Enti samanfo din no so bi apiri ha. Enti SNET say wo ba be paper enipa empim dumiensa 13,000 din every one kratem anopa graphic dey ode by na kire ha no asama o man hia no guso a wo ka say ye ye nhwe ha na siwi a ye si nyame na de ma nyame na agie ni nyame be ye bia ye na da ha no graphic na de by
Delegate Obokrata ne dia no penso de benie CJ asks police to probe bribery. Said the Obokrata di kind of Kakope 3 eno so aba 1 dead, 6 injured in Temato booth accident. Said the Nra Wobedwam Sony Adom FM ye bomo amane no. Asata no panesi and no bi anwu die. Nanso edu pram to brenu no. Na nipa ba ko asabi ono entia samu. Ono said na ne 9 ne nsana yenti no. Enam so amene wato na nan munsie do eprafo no so wo ho eno osoafo wo hwe roads and highways so enso ko ho ne won ho akanyina omo se wo mafa page 6 the Bokrata daily guide de aba Mahama wife salaries reviewed oko page 3 the Bokrata de aba ne peg bafua na kanema pani Mahama de malodi na nya grokra na mfonyini nie ti eba real situation na you can imagine daily guide the Bokrata na ma ne bo eno no yako page 6 enso a Ekufuado commissions 2 projects in Salaga and ensure na nke ho akwa trade ama wo mu yakopa ho ntoma ne niam ahodo bi a mampani sha se wo ho ukọ no ma na to abo a ode ko savana ene samantam no mo page 6 the Bokrata no dia ba ehufoni so ewa ha enra committee na wo ye nhwehwemu afa adwura demonstration ewi a kire nipa mienu wu ye no kaka a wo no nenam so Emma demonstration ba so fi se onu free mu na antiase anya adwuma ne yire ebaye ebe ye dansini wono so de onim fa ne kunu no wo no ho wonya delegate do Bokrata yi a ene nsem bebre so ewom nya bretra se na so kenkan bi
Ebraso na metime the chronicle okay me the chronicle enso to aso asatna nra course we adwura no we dey say the chief probe don't disgrace yourselves, Chief tells committee members. Okay. Okay. COVID-19 cases on the upsurge again. Anti-COVID-19 no show active cases and a chronicle de by no. AMP mienu ahenu ni aduanan son 2,247 active cases and recoveries ni woman so yeyi won wanya bia mo ho aton wa yeyi wa fia ya sabia no eye empem ediokron nan ahanum Sanso 94,537 and a Huasem Ewo Ahay enti Salaga Water Supply Commission ask Pembera Hills Ekufuado enti Pembera ena ekase wada Kufuado nena baya service na no hye won bose obenya nsuo no kore nsuo no nso won saka enti eno Huasem ena ewa hay Chronicle.
Okay, so you see how
yes, mama fa Ghanaian Times.
Hey, Chronicle quotation.
Yeah, quotation quick.
Ephesians 4:25. Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body.
Okay.
More Ghanaian Times, and then someone will know at the bar, yeah, fire force over 558 fire hydrants vanish nationwide. Fire services only 650 out of 1,210 working critical. And you know, and one person who would in Ghanaian Times, and then someone who will be so.
Yakofa kasi abona no echi agokensi afi 7% motor.
Mama me mamu nyina achen me mo akwa Badom TV kase so e benada no pen samosie na braso sa wotibie sa Adom TV kase ensem ne do so de etojo wo mu bi a wo betini akanafo aduba ko pepepe na yese close season ye nsuomunam no abana wie ya ne sa nanso fish na hia no wo monya wo mo hawo ye de mu nsam no ebebra mo ene ya make say ya chiri ni pensia bi wo mu de dua ko rewura ko bito eno ne nsem bi na no pay wo bete sa Adom TV kase wo ko Facebook/Adom TV akase no wo Go TV 176 DSTV 280 ho nyina no Adom TV wo ho no midi afia amankwa tamaklo nyabre ne tie se de nsam ni chiremu ankasa etie ya chiri nipa ensia se akoda bemu akra wodi dua akwa rewura no to wo agogo e wasante achim north mensimu wasante mantamu na wo mususu se akra no obi a woton afuo mu niema agrochemical eniema bi no wakwa wiare se nipa ensia nyina di dua hya akra yito awrahu ye papa Adom TV etwaso
Aposifo achire enipa nsia wode asem sobo ebo wonum se wobo abema yi sobo se wakwa kobu obi suto ani wonum ene Francis obiamo akwa wodi mfie aduoson enkron a oye dwadini Prince Asedu Kofi Bonti wonum nyina di mfie aduonon nkron ane aduana mienu a oye adrobafo ena afi obi mensa wodi mfie aduasa oye pa opani afoforo ka ho eyo se bonsu otafre ne se asibe wodi mfie aduonon miensa oye drobani ena afi okuani a wodi mfie aduosia nan boache dankwa obidonfo bi ene kohu abrante kwese odadan bi a wonsi yenwie mu a eda koachi a wode ko ayasabia Chief Superintendent Shabu Abubakar Sadiq Osei eye Konongo Divisional Commander
omoche no se otabewia na omunya nchene da nchene se omman instant justice na protocol ye kanono na omode sabe dua ajewa video no ni enyan hwe onipa pa nim na agye ne nsa to nachi na ebe gina nachi na beti na yede dua semfian se dua ben yede yese tua no me de mete e video mu so pani se o na no se den tua no so je ade no ampa mo run the door score from kakra na abra akolai emudi ni butu ho yede dua epia ma dua isan
mayenkoso ane nwa santemante mu adwodefo wa abofo wom de ato offense south mensin assembly mpanfo anim so won keka won ho na won dwa foforo na wo ye no wonyama won ne sense woni dwane papa bisa nti no ya na ama mpempi no wo eboka ekwan no so nye nti ya de ohaw bebre na ebre won adwodefo yi wono mo kwemada wono eda yare bayere tonfo ano abna se one powerful ene Adom kase edin komoyi
ebro no wudem ansa wasanka gudem so egugu baby ne de tapoli akatakata so wutira nya ya wo beba no na mframa bia na wakoda anadwunsio to a mframa afa na so abie na aburo ni nyina afọ ni nyina ye yesintonke yenya dan a nke betimi de aburo na guma ke beboa ye pa
mo no de se we se no yetimi to no 20 million
Hamidu Ali Congo ene Adom kase atwetwe enkomo
we na ye wo ho no ya na ye modern bo na ye enye aye council na ye maye ya na ye kakrakra na ye nti nsuo to a ebure which means mboa bia ne ho
abofo dwa yi eye bia offenso South Assembly no enye sika pa efiri bayiretam makomako wo ha bia no wo modwo mo 2 cedis nanso adwadefo yi edi omudwa no wo fom ho saa emfuturo ene ateche eye haw kese wo dwanum
sese ye ba dwa ha se ye nya ba bi ntena ensu aboye ewia na eba ehie ekuafo na de na maba se ebra ye do ye bere no wo mba ensu to a wo butinsuo wo bunya ba bi antena esa ahote na na ewo mu
aban de atodwa se July bosome de di kan de kosi ne 30th ne de ananoma popofo na se ponomu nko yi nam bia na popofo yi ene Adom TV kase de nkomo ye ko Jamestown na wo hwebe bia fi bosome keka kuro yi ne se de nda no ekro no wo munya hwe nti so ekosi 30th ne de o ha obebro no akikura wo msusu sasa nko onya coastal ewo mpona no ho no mia hodo yi nso munam no kura nke betimi aboa won wo kwan bi so Adom TV ni bi edi nkomo yi
egba wona wa eja ke shikeshe beneche fe wa she afie wona nshona lo agbagbo chile shoyin keru no wakati wo coaster wo ka she afie ni wona fie wo ka yi owo hon ka yi omo she afie na ebo na eba na kana nga she wo be ko no ka ba to wona ko no ba hon an wa na ko no ka to no ka yi afie won shona nga egba wona eje
se ado ya zena man se nto ya zena man nde yenya na mini bi nho ana me so yana na ye ho ya de hwe ya mafama na watu pomen ben fat ye le ble ye tete na na me so de ebabo de ha ehwehwe na mpapa aha na ebi wo epe na makasa ebenya bi epe mma ne nketo a obenya bi na sisi ano chide na ade no po yenya bi yenya odue yenya ma ne wa ha ho ukoko sto ebi no ebetime ka chinta masa na yenya nam
ade na afeti e pa ama market aye slow bibia se koba ne say nso abon say after we no so customers are okitani na be ko eche because of epono mo atun no sesi adama business na a collapse kwanti sesi amene o kache ma betna sa mi hu obi anti ma park mi nyama se mi ko fie sesi ya
sesi ana amutupu no sesi ade yenye adwuma bia wa ha yento bibia wa ha esa se ade no ya announce nti akofa nti aha ebia obi amba
governor coastal baby empa coastal ni yo bia na bemelante ko ameshika na make fe
yemfri so munamfo no ho na yenkọ won so enye nkokọ na wo se nuane no a wode be ma nkokọ ama nkokọ anyini ato nkosua na enya bia wie na ma ebi ni hokra nti ama wadwuma na yeden ene wokọ bia wo nya nkokọ nuane ya kaase ni apake de asi wo nuane ni bi mmampo ene wo manya e de akoma wonyamo ano Adom TV ni bi edi nkomo yi.
We do not know how to get our members' farms back in operation if we allow the industry to collapse. For this reason, we are making an urgent appeal to the government through the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to quickly come to the aid of the poultry industry.
So at the end of the day, we saw connect na wasamba. Enwa na ewo.
Tama uko kujiskradi ya omono omesha utai. Tam no so no se ukwa ometima ka so ebi ni ho. Ante ma ko ebi wo ba me se wa anya feed na adase makofi na ase medha. Wo ni muntuntum ya wa.
Since 2009 ye hu sadi we bi da. But this time the ekoso there is too much.
Nkuko nu afi so kra no se nkosua no oto a se wanya aduane na ma no wano a na nkosua no so ate
brepa manka na mdada ye ba be 2 days ye nya bi nko ye be bresa sane aye
se raw materials o me be ye feed no en na akoye problem enti ye sra ban on na ye fana authority on na o say o create job for the boys ni be breed wo mo ba be chef aduma we say mu just because of shortage of raw materials inti omo pekwan bi o mesan I drop out from the system.
Adom TV Badwam kase na aguso ehwe no nanura nya ni kokohwa de e wo nat office na teacher fo bi buafuo say den wo mpanimfo so se promotional exams no a anhada nkoyie no mpanimfo atwi wani na wonye hwe emfamfa ho ese wani ensa okache de course wo ho Adom TV ko ho edeba
taking notice of them the Minister, Dr. Yao Ose Educhum, has also received the petition in good faith. So you can be assured that we shall investigate and then address the matters you have raised to ensure that you have the sound mind to continue effective teaching in the various classrooms that we are fortunate and privileged to have you.
What we are saying is that you be patient. Be patient. So please, now let's discuss. Let's be patient.
Very good.
Hello.
Who receive it as their enemies? Meanwhile, we are not an enemy.
Deputy Executive Officer War Forestry Commission, yes, Suleiman Nyadia Nelson. And a woman pro aqua sermon ifedo, Emia. I would warn no bear busumini, ye shall see a duaniano, a quack, so any so catch the Emperor 42 dra, who yeno, any.
To assess the survival rates of the seedlings planted during the Green Ghana project. And I must say that I'm very impressed with what I saw today. I can say, with admission words, that 95% survival, even higher. It's good. And again, my fear was that we do a lot of free range system of cattle rearing and then taking care of goats here. But in my rounds, I don't find the plantless and seedlings under threats from these vectors.
Yeah, and yeah, we won't say a bit terrible. Seedlings never shot, but no crying. Yeah, the soon go so I pick up. Within the next 1 month or two, no, because in an in a bay on one. And tea, send our canoe. I put you another Ghana for the young Kosoa. Nay, Indiano.
Mamina no so na Adom TV Badwam kase anopai memfansi ha medin afia amankwa tamaklomida se pass all share Facebook yedamo asenya minhiramo na me kura gudie mo nsam Professor Yike Wallace ye krado ba ewie na afisem ho na afei pensem ato aso promoto a yeden nsam foforo we browser Adom TV pronto bre kase ko so ma fidie ne na ha na ye waze oye
ye minye die me kase nyina minsem na nyamenim Awade entreni ma onyo kese nyufe bi da so ni fanko bi da so migina kwanya so e de ma akwaba kese pa de aba Adom TV Adom TV so betwentwumedie so ane de awo kensi wo sempan sa kana no pesu jaw midin de Enoch Kwesi Walanyo Wallace agudie catch ba kope the only nomenclature the professor's degree in sports the Al Regina Wallace the nation's presenter and mesim kunya biu na ye kono kwanten kode ensema hodo ensaka ena no penso eba a journey of 1,000 kilometers begins with the very first step the motion so mama se boafo heba e de boafo ointment ne boafo capsules na ba on set me kan ointment ni bia for external use waposo sisi ujonku widiem ba bibia oti ya odie bia no wo de boafo ointment bi sasa so ebitia to ya na sisi home Jitu pankwala na ko school na amakotu si so na omose hwan o setimi ka boafo ointment bia faster so ebeboa amaniema etian tutu ye dia mawo boafo heba na so bubobi na muamu apomode nsem enyina pintin waradim we mu any sponsor set chira boa emena no penso dia we can see nsem pa saka 18 jaw I've always told you that betting is better than sakawa and if hu gym 1x bet bo modern da bet hintasime ho no se utware befu a na odin befu twene kuma bia odin kuma sa no manum eni to agapade bi seska wo ko asase da ho card si we utwese ne mesi kwamfanya hwe mobile phone kwade du sekia boys be moska na watin aton na din na be guso watwane befu na watin sedi ni befufu na mo hwemu a bet de diwa adwene betia bom utim betia hyehye wetie ya fadwene kakra ton eni obia no asemachi emfentwa bet na mo pe bet twade a 1x bet ho adanse ana medema no we mu ene sponsors ne totoro to ne twetwe twa na no pay wo mo so yasre emedia wo kensi wonsempa saka 8 jaw yen hyase mfamfi Italy for akachia amafo beka wo mo na ne England a wo mo esi akensi no Wembley the grand finale of the Euro 2020 na akensi ni timeto fam na hwese na hyene si koya na se Italy for ane peja franka ni gina kunkwa wo mo ana kruwa no wo mo ade krom deche mbo marketing fi Wembley no afedi o metia san kodo mo manso Italy the Azuris o hwese na ne mesi kwa ani gya atoma kuma mu no eche oboni a wa wonta nti Italy for na eje omutu o hwese na ne mesi kwa so na dia am na eje 2020 euro akensi kese etmensa to dwara na woko pie mu kromo de otim sampa e ma na sekete e de ma mema se omo nante so emfa nko fia sundiem we ni nkomo etmensa pie mu e wo Italy for share so etwa ni kire England dia Wembley e ho na ro sem kese ni sie e de ma e London for na hwese na nema esi course na se nyani kakra me ne okasai players gina mu ekoko denden de ma England no bibiri na ana etwa mabo so esanse omdwumadi omdie no anso ma chita for nani na mum Gareth Southgate ana fopono ono na coach panyipa e de Emma England o se ne nemasi course bia no amanfo so bo bia yemfa ma no me yemfa players a wodo gina mu sia kensi no we ni nkoma asan pim back in England enti Gareth Southgate England for omo coach panyipa no oba ne dina se kirema na fopono Gareth Southgate ono na offer blame ni na de ato no so se ne amanfo ewo players ntwetwede ene ho konia ba nyina munyan ono ana yemfum so nipa bebo penalty no konia ba nyina yemfa sa so bo no emfa mo no tinyame adoma me akasa me ko England ho nche bia na makohwehwe ne chikwan na so bo no me de akobo no wanya de ekura se umutanse ma kruwa bi pie mo Wembley le twam ho a ede ekopie mo London na makacho de da so we Italy for no many prepared. They were very determined right from the blast of the whistle. Almost started competition now. Who share baby I'll be share Italy biano. So bokuku graba back when yes asobeshi. Omo be ko. Think omo nya one go na. Kom nya sorry cry. Kabana you so bo Italy. Woni momo. Tinye ba no. But when you na mo achi no and at the home of youth. Eye multimedia MGL. Obi pim ha otimi sampa. Yonkofo ase benyado. Omo t sports ase na ohwesene mesi koso edima kwetene pa. Na ohwe agudie hu koma etimesa de baya efiafia hu atumu nkyinema na yede a na etimisampa enya semwa eno so sadwuma no twu aboneboa edijaw
tournament nyina aba na wie na ahemfo se wo hwe the entire tournament baby say me sure so be high points of the tournament be low points of the tournament. For example ebiana team be said Denmark say among for expectation be do be omba be drew ye no se wo hwe even the English team you crampa ebia nipa be na expect say omba be do anmo enti o surprises what tournament no e de na de ba de na obet me fan say your high point of the tournament.
I think say UEFA 4 they've done, I don't know, but nipa this idea about who say a bit more excuse me, so Omar Jina that's so I was so impressed how they chose 11 cities and the games being played there to reduce the infection and other visa. What I was also impressed about, young countries be our first time on mobile, even though they did not progress. Yeah. Macedonia, for instance, not.
It will be difficult for them to come back. But it has been perfect. And another thing which touched my heart was the way they treated Eriksen's issue. Okay. It was so professional. They protected the privacy of Eriksen. Yeah. Because we share. I didn't see, immediately the teammates, they came around and they covered him up just to protect the privacy. It tells you the level to which the awareness could do. Yeah. So I think we need to congratulate the organizers, the players themselves, and it has been wonderful. But the last point I will make is about officiating officials. It was super. Okay. Now, super to the highest level. They had total control over the game. Even though there were certain one or two controversial decisions, that one is normal because a human element. But I think this competition has been super, top notch.
Right. Yes. I mean, Mr. Ibrahim Tanko also doing today said the overall impression of our tournament.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let me say, Coach Dambani, Augustine, I can't almost idea me person make because I share and the way and the manner we host to this tournament. I may say is top notch. We share Holland, with their talent, and then Belgium also. So let me say football no, the way I no, let me say is and the way I more handle coach you can about referees and all these things no. Every tournament we have surprises. Denmark, even Switzerland, beating France and all these things no. Let me say no tournament, tournament. And from the beginning, say Italy and England, one of the best teams now you expect to say winning. and Italy as a win tournament. And see, say, obi a bibina at least, and I was say, okay, now on Saudi Arabia. See, I hope say Africa, and so a better, send a bear, I bet me my standard, aqua high. And see, overall, very good tournament.
But I'm for player been a outstanding player now or tournament. Me say fancy be out any bubua player be officer or yes so outstanding amount. Me say from the English team or say from the Portuguese team or say from even this Italian team. Player beat me Trinity if we say
Italian players in the emphasis in the but player I mean him no surprise them for player now over replace Ericsson when he was out.
Oh, okay.
Is it Vestergaard or
Damsgaard and Vestergaard? Damsgaard. Your chef free kick, no?
A revelation. Yeah. For me, is one player that I look at and I hope say we'll see him in one of these big teams. Out there. Yeah. It's really impressed me.
Okay. Now that about where?
Maybe I will not pick out one player.
Okay.
But Mecca Alpha, the goals are who in the tournament.
The goals, okay.
And me, I would have loved to say UEFA. They will talk about the best goal.
The best goal
in the tournament.
Before the final.
Finals before the finals.
Okay.
Plenty of them. And Masa.
Even the very first game of the tournament,
was like a final.
Final before the final.
You know. Yeah. So this, honestly speaking, I think
Spain,
the quality
was a
final before the final.
Was a final. Yeah. You know, look at the Croatia team and.
Belgium,
Italy, another final before the final.
And I'm say tournament with
maybe we have to put together all the finals before the final now and find some documentary.
Can you imagine that? That would have been wonderful.
Yeah.
But Wallace here commentary, no.
Yeah.
Wallace, I didn't know so we sir. On say Bibia I am meeting no commentary. Visa or Kasa but not doing so no angasa and research. And Sikana Obobo, the prize money and all that.
The prize money surprises you, eh?
Africa, we have a long way to go.
Yes. So yeah, so from the beginning, almost 9.5 million.
Yeah, that's appearance
fee. By playing your first 3 matches in the year. Indeed, all progressing in a quarter final, round of 16, maybe account, quarter final, maybe account.
UEFA for 1 year be better than FIFA now.
Oh no, it's close to the World Cup money. Say World Cup, and I think the last World Cup was around 36, 37 million.
For the winner.
For the winner, yeah, you know. And this one is close.
But the appearance fee.
No, say appearance fee, no, a shall say a certain amount. But all progressing in add on. So eventually, when you lift the trophy, then accumulation in comes to that amount. The amount that you are receiving and everybody say the amount just separate from what you started receiving from the beginning. It is add-ons, and then by the time when you finally lift the trophy, now
then Africa, because
I think now
5 million.
Do 5 million. As you say, I think I do 4.5. The Africa Cup of Nations, I think I do 4.5.
But Wallace, answer over up.
Yes.
Wallace has 7% me come.
Hey.
Commentary. Commentary. Wallace, what you say? Or you're one of the top commentators in the country currently in the local language.
Yes.
Because oka local language now. What you say? Enye ye die ni bio. Oka mane da ho. Ena ade ba ko ho a oka na I want to follow. Na pese me recording. But me ntimi.
Yeah.
Or che baby a coverage na ko kodru. About anka menyaya ko besa aka. Otimi bob the a friend said
crow and me come on na dey ringtone.
Enti na say the home of heroes multimedia MGLBP Adom TV adwuma boy no ana hwema na say Ibrahim Tanko, former Black Stars player, former King Faisal Babies player, former German international, former Cameroon assistant coach, former assistant coach for the senior national soccer team. Omobe transfer na fin so kwa no Augustine Ahemfo, one of the finest strikers at Ghana produce here. Obobo and hunye fi but obeshe go more amaniama etia kwi na fin so Abubakar Damba, the safest pair of hands on also etan dwom boy na fi Ghana for kwadwo Abdullah Audu general manager man team na boy you say ne kama man coat ne shirt esan sheka ho a utim sampa ha de se dwuma do twu so odi akone ba ni na fufu ba ben na banche so aben kama na fe so o chale o hwese na mesi ko so ha de so bi ba bi nyame ya doma ye besa anya biu na yesa de fofora samba amahu sampa the home of heroes ejina na so pa e wasana nyama esi ko so nyanwa so ba multimedia ha e donate na say the station ba ko asiwa e the ultimate sports morning show and so pima e ka football and sports one komo a utimi say e de pint de bia no pa bia ya na we tune in okwa sempa 94.7 FM so we also 5 for 5 party ko sajman de bebrel na fa nwumen so sports night and so ye all night until human cinema si ko so a na say high de in the EU period ya de san hye so create san but nyame adoma ye be san de fofora san ba but ye san ko mu biu na yentintom e wo Ghana ha Hazakes ladies e ma o na qualify for the very first time eko kafo ma amakensi efene se women's champions league no na uhwema nesis kasem ho ya kwatwe kakra eno na jude so megba homa fra Hazakes ladies omu coach Yusuf Bazigi na jo omu ye training Magdan la pa kodma team se ni na ya hosisi a omu ye nyame adoma womo ene Nigeria team ba ko na dia kensi betia pem so weekend ya but ochina ana ombetutu omukuku ene omkaka de fikrum ha na makopiem osakensi na Ghana mampanya bi de chiri Dr. Mawood Bamia ediska kratian sakujom be say $10,000 anyiskawa utim sampa mantie ne mabawa utim no moje no omani asopa Yusuf Bazigi e de honase e bejae
Women's CAF Champions League no ade ho yi mo ne hyase na wotwe wie no my Ghana ye tira ye Hazakes ladies ene kogina ya namu ahye ni onyam emaba eguso omo siesie wo mo ho ewo prampram na se ne be ya Isaac nsikasi yi ombekire omobobere na sikasem ho na edene omobɔ ho dawuro se ne be ya omanfo ba be ya omomoa na omusiri yeyi a omampanyina ba di akire Alhaji Baumia ade America sika yi $10,000 akoma omo se omo fantu omobotom na ho sese ne mo ano na omate oman Ghana nim.
We are overwhelmed with this kind gesture from the Vice President. We are assuring him that we are going to reciprocate this in Cote d'Ivoire by raising the image of Ghana very high, but we are going to represent the nation. We'll make Ghana very proud, qualify from Cote d'Ivoire to Egypt and still make Ghana proud. And the players, in fact, I will say that it is their dream to see the Vice President physically, and the only way to see the Vice President is to win laurels.
The Hazakes ladies coach Aditini Yusuf Bazigi anoche sampa Tami Muisa ana Ghana mampanya be di akire Dr. Mawood Bamia e $10,000 ne soma na nye cheku sika deche de ke ekufrotom no de kujom so monye man saka no mani age brutal team sampa o me beto pado moto o me beto bandage to out team sese de why de yame adoma weekend o mo e de be san to na makopie mo Nigeria na o mo the Women's CAF Champions League no for the very first time no etian san kotentam so ahwa boa manema etian kuye o mo cheso mo da se bi samra biu na hwesle Messi ko so na sentem o mampanyi mo be de akire o mo amampanyi ene o mo yere mo omo sika etwa de ato omo sisa sika so omo saka bia omo sampone no so kakra nya de en san famra because me back date of the so the name is course no SSS ka no no so ye why kakra de koma ma no ti president's wives salaries na ese no so kakra enko Hazakes ladies for akache but name di to me say wo kwa no phobia never say die ashe educate kana no nyankontomrante no Accra House of Folk the Rainbow Boys omo ana 2021 o Magic Ghana Premier League na edi aboso na be se aboso be se nsia kra twam no na ma Canada se hwese na Messi koso a sa akesi die o ye die a ebe kwazo fufu akache ampaniam pa amanfo we gari pusama bisi sabire no nya de akura no msetime kan House fufu ana ma wini league no despite say aka one match na etua sade atentam so na Samobuadu House fufu coach a omkofa na Media Sporting Club for akache papa ibae no ma obreje contract no ntina asena so ash kakra na so tua patasika edema Media Sporting Club no hyeda hu so ye mo gina ne na so no utim sampa na obia ni ho betua sa ta na league nim ama wetua sa je league no o se na ni JP se waji sa league na afin so ko san hwanim se o last match no kwa no o mbebo kokwa sabia na me adoma wie last match no so a weekend you besan wedding so lati dondo afi no besan hia oba fe samobodu onyi kura oba se 34 35 onyi kura na we Kumasi guy na said de bia Kumasi na na say woman bia wanya na enche bia obesan ene ayafo dondo in amalgamation with the cap no e be de pa samobodu has a full coach in comedy.
Something unique in the House of Folk team because when I came, they welcomed me and they supported me a lot, especially the management and the supporters as well. They were always advising me, encouraging me. They told me that I can do it, so I should push it up. I'll not be swallow-headed. I will make sure I work extra. This is a motivational cup or winning, so it will prepare me very well to go higher and higher.
Enti Samobodu has a full for head coach and Atene can say was he has fun paying for nyomu 2 supporters ni nyomu 2 afi playing body no obi anyi 2 it's na some the touch the boy a man be do some pempen so e obekoso a adan ho de okwanso nkoso as a coach am obi an sampa ojina nanso ono ana de nkomo etia samba nyame atoma e be san chronicle the road to the friends and trophy no e has full for catching so ne de abrew when we say na esie course we mutwumadi a omudi mu at the point in time obi anyi ni say has folk ebetin do some pempen so e otimi sampa league no etimi do ya na so mo ba se ho a beda se ho a na otimi sampa safi we die has a full back relegation but e gina mu e kire se hwese na Messi course na has folk to tom na me ya on betimi akwakomanim e wasena che ne esia ko nyame adoma ye de ho ba kwasem ebetin aba medisia but Sergio Manucho atro bibi e de agu paper so se me fanto iPad ne so na me fa nkomo kakramra happy birthday enkoma Gianna Jokel ti Gianna Jokel or say Oma congratulations say when your admission at the new Hampshire Dartmouth College na uhwemunese na Mexico so or say Ivy League school and wakopim or say I love you keep making us proud we if your mama my friend say Benedetta Efia Breyi and all the way aba nti we dey Gianna Jokel una yesi J2 birthday no bia obi a dada ho Sergio Manucho na dama ojade mudie kakra ma me hono de we abegya say yempapa hu enwo bia hu sene nema esieko nti besia na madawase na ma chelpi e wasena nema esieko so Mr. Prisla Portia Joe ana Suzy musumoko fodia na afita krade ene tema muso monyumutu obra panyi ene na pai abeyi adwuma ne defi the wonderful camera crew senior most osmosis and afa wo ba campadu oprese bia wo bia oprese J2 ye weekend beti won ka che na adoma afa so make up ne make down Esther ne nkofo so yade pa ebo ma ne matin to ye kama within the Professor Ike wala sakudi catch back up the only nomenclature with the professor's degree in sports the original Wallace the nation's presenter and I'm of course evidence-based presentation to the oscillating and revolving reporter Sergio Manucho the international man ono and tintin same the gun krata so e de bejamia and e wasande e birthday back on so asabe peso se me fan to iPad so mo bi ehu but me mo bi ehu and I made this year we dem say so here Sergio me dey say Sister Sandy I mean adoma hwese na Mexico so a nyaka we chine do so ko so a e mo fide ne na e Adom TV Adom TV so afi nkoma hodo aka no yensan family na hu san na Mexico so the act of being a good guest is to know how to say goodbye.
Betra se ya na chese fisam komo cheche ena edru so ewo bedwam dwumadie so na se kese ye wo dia pa order for se de bia me kasa no pa na de enso se yetra se na won do afidie ne to ha mani sododo eye live on Facebook ntimesro hwehwe Adom TV ewo Facebook na ye ni ahia wo ho aya kai so nuado na ye enti ukohonom sa no anu a share na enkomopa ye di ne ha no onua bi nso enya bi like it for adventure enso to asiesa comment ye ba be di nkomo na anaro ye tekrom ha Ghana enkran ene ese aposifo abawura ayi nima nima post station akwa wia won enenso akromfo no ade omo ani akere Obuase government hospital baby ayarefo ne gu no baby ayarefo no mo ho omobo ne gu no eho na akromfo na sa akokro no bo ade ko omo ko wia ne ho de yenkwa Ezekiel na manyo ho na ye ne nim nkomo emeni abe ma na manyo mpacha mache
ye ni Diamond
medase na pom to say
oh Diamond nyakopo adom metiase pa nebo me cameraman bright ye boa the ho dodo no
oh
ano pedi ye kakra
yes rade apom den ma no wate se rade yare safo no nkosra no nsa ne yare why Amen. Na akronfo no ho. Wo se he fa ya sabia no omde omani kire ye no.
Oboase aban ayaresabia.
Na ayasabia de wo mkofa ampa na omko wi ayarefo ana omko administration ho.
Demon de tieni tiefo ebekaya yedika bodewru ewo oboase aban ayaresabia bia ye maamenom ye yerenom ene ye nua maanom ekokọ wo no mekire maternity block no na enkaye enamano so ema Anglo Gold Ashanti Community Trust Fund empenfo historia Adom kase ye no ema enche ene empenfo be si dan ni bia efa empama akoma kudunsia awomo ye theater aye bibia kama ede ama aye aresabia no empenfo be pa hontuma na dance hrenom ene deputy regional health director no nyina ba be piemu ewase be pa dan no ho entuma na I think sir enyama makomienu bi ntino na empenfo no enya enkomu nti afei na nhye gu akwam anka on ba bu ko akwakwa di djuma na asa se hono abefo dan na mpanifo esiye iti so enya air conditions amfa angu edan no mu a wontimi ntena edan no mu enya djuma enkankan eye theater a on be operation beje awo no e wo so wonya air condition e wo ho iti air conditions a mpanifo di twa dan no ho hia ye nyina no ebinum akwakwa wia air condition no akotwitwa ho niama e de afiro a anka omututu bi kura gu fom anka omba besesa kwa nyame ya adom abambofo omo ayaresabia on kire security for no mo ho no ekoko hu ya sisia no penfo esa timi kansa niama no ebi tamenya ba de tie nie eno so sa chemre bi na ayaresabia na kasa fesu na wo ho ebubu edigu fom e ma sisia municipal assembly penfo ayo mo adwen se omo boa na omo ato fesu no foforo e de afa na mo djuma no en kosesho se de nanka empenifo ehwe no na de ba ko a wo mo aye wo ho sesi ame no ka se udu obo ase aban yaresabia ehwada ne ekwan de ama nipa timemufo a wo mo twem so wo se nipa bibre nam yaresabia ho a na omo soso kentene ni ama nam ho amenye wa agin sa yaresabia en wo ba kwan en omo yedi ato ho nti ama se obi eba yaresabia ho a unhu se wei eye obi a oyare anaso behwe obi bebre ene nam ho iti afesu no mo to no mo ja gate kese ba ko da ho ni nim se gate no mo de ba betu ho se den on be ye dia mitimi enchira ya ni engineer wa samle ho be din ko no no akere ya de konti a o mo ja sa gate no eno na me Dr. Penny Power no ene hwe aresabia no so Dr. Asamoah Nyako Jate edin komo no o ma me nya ne ntie se sa anipa na nam ho no nti o mo ntimi hu se obia nam ho a ebesusu se bia we ye kronfo enu ene nam so a sisi ameka se sa ekọ no ensa na kura no ba akokwa edika ye ya MP a wo kwakukwaten edika be si eye internal unity bi edema ema no ehon so obudika ko wi ahode ye ema penfo koto foforo ede ba bebo ho a sisi ameka se muno na omunyanko mu no so kura no omako wi ehon niama
okay
enye no nko a obuta ko to she Dr. Penny ba kwa on surgery specialist ewa yaresabia ho Dr. Sahibi honso omo bura ni nyame ya adom na doctor nanka se ni ho omo feda na ti ko twa ntokua no bole group na ho no twa ewura ho eko so pranse sa ni nyama nyina mo wie de omo mpe no esa sai nyama ni nyina da egu ho wudu ayaresabia ho ba bia Dr. Penny nanka sa etie ne soro geto ho ho na mranti ni bi no asabi omo no tampe twi
na manya mpacha otobo Dr. Penny no ne soro sese ne dan ne ya bansoro e na wo mo asi o mo gato ne wo soro ana se anka mai ho ye bepo e na na chi soro wo mo asi o mo gato no
odema odi abewo wudru ayaresabia ho ayaresabia no wo fom e na bia Dr. Penny fo no etie no e wo soro wo bedru obo ase engrogo ni tesa brofo di kan be kuro no mo nti no be bia ye bipo bi o mo duadua nnua
okay
e wo ho no mo sisi dan na o mo tete wonti bia bia na o mo wo no nnua wo ho no e na o mo kotese no so hihye eti doctor be soro e na nkofo no gu a geto no akwa doctor no krache so ho ko be so no mo ku abo akra no mo hu na to pampa ni nyina etofa bia wanti be
enti me tewase a wo ho me tewase a na no air condition o mo ko wiaye ayasabia mo no yi a wo mo si yenso ya ko wia ho air condition Dr. Penny a wo mo ko wia no ko twa ne window chi ni nyina tofa bo no ko wie se fesio na wo mo to yi emfa ho no na no de na ebu ye na mo to foforo no enti ama ekwan dem obi awura mu bi nyesa
Kodema. Me never fetch you kan omu gu so omu to. No me nwie e no mo gya kwan ato mfinfin. Nim se gate bi no mo ba beto dia mentini nche sa kwan na demu no e na man kofo nya kwanya omu timi be fa hospital hospital dia omu pe bia so the videos no kura ya. Bi nim kura ne nemu. Omo ne na mo no. E wo hwe e fa be dia ho na fu kakra bi ko. Senso no ho na akwan ho no mo fa. E de ba be.
Enti na che se e ho kakra na wo mo agya no. Ama eka wo mo fa ho bo no eso chen nka mo ye sa mo bewie ho no a anka eso chen sa anya sa isi ama ayarsa krono aba ayarsa bia ho no so ne ka so ba ko ba me ye mo hye me nya wo kire se sia no e ho na new blog na mo anya na ho na bomba be ti awo e bibia a se sia kronfo na tie si wo no so bi kra be wo e wo ho na nipa no dia kadi kakra no bi obetimi ya fa ho abate anaso obetimi ni obi a hye ho kra no obi wo no abegina bon no atam de background abate na odi adwane ehuma no ena na joyfo no so kra mpo to kire se bi o mbekọ wa jiso munya bambofo ena hospital so yentimi ko fa police fo ma megina ho se obi mehwe obi ko ohu police na ne yemu ahye no nti osa no entimi moa ti se be fo ni hye be gu akwan mu na wo mo a omo eye sade afo wo no wuram ena omo so mo fa ho wuram kama wa egeto so no metimi tu omo sa omo so sa e de ama omo a be bo na ma se fi apa de ehu ena abo adwumayefo omo obo ase aban aresa de se bi akro no esi koso no oso mo pon adwuma kra nwumra o mi ni obema aha just asam no ayemi bibibi say no doctor no a wote ho no kra nkrofo no aya geto wo ne soro ho no ne kwada saniemu ena nampacha ubisa doctor no osisa fasio na umbeto be ma ho bambo amafo mfa ho nyi kwan no e assembly na be ye anase e ye hefo na be ye bisro emse no mayetimra aha okay
municipal assembly na guso omo to sa fasio ni sisi ame no kase a omo eto sisi ade doctor no kire se adwumayefo na se omo ye mpanifo mu me de omo hu bia hu na doctor no mo ko wia no kwanya we na dikan o we ka ho amprensa tai eno ma ko wia doctor no iti ama hu abosa doctor no
okay
nurses no mo ayaresa bia ho no kwaso obi pon adwuma fi 80 kona
na ne yam hyehyɛ no ayam hyehyɛ kra ne wo mani mu ana omo de kasa asemi me nua be ma gina so na yenhwɛ ne yensantie wo ye ni somra
mate
kronosem ne de obi beka se ya awraho sempa asene se kan no na yen hye da ni wall de nso na enye se na kronosem ne ti but se ya de akosoro pa wall na madaruma muka bia ma assembly yes omriye no contractor ni gusu na mo contem mind se ne pen na ne ha yen wall no mukra ne se once ye main gate major gate kese am se ye fia ne yakọ ho amubehu enu achikra no ma pedestrian gate nso a se mu bebue kwan ato ho ma omanfo aka ene o maka na yesusu se ombedi ho dwuma na kronfo ne de bebre no aha na esanse oman ni nyina de ha ye kwan ofa ha kokrom ni ade ni ntino obi na ma sabe ha ye hospital unim se we na ye kronfo ana we nye kronfo nti awia ye wo ha no na amanfo tutu niema edu anajo nso de asane awa unim no security kakra de but they are not armed nti one nam patrols bi o ha kwa ye hospital nti obi nam baby a gise wo hu so to aden ansa betumi aka se oye kronfo ya sra se anka bra ye wall na ye for security no penifo so for one ntum se sabia ha ye hospital aha nye broni beka se thoroughfare because I dey am bad dia endi ne ebe ye bia no minje ndi se ebe kwa kwesi aga na efa no krono say doctor phone ade a wo wia ne de em say doctor Penia anopay mi hu say woni ni gina holding komo yi oyobi a wabeye in charge of this hospital poda and wa ko specialize waba we tunu wasi wa osoma manfo nso de bia na akrofo kono so Bangalore we nkwa no we ni third time o makoho before the any former place nso da no moko until last week de so wadam ho a akasane anema ne ye ne de ye ntia sempa ene se sane akrofo no tumi twa burglar proof no ewura mu ewia ne nema ono abeka nema wo wia e kire sisi ame no ka se wa ye na adwene se Bangalore no tena ena saade we sidi a ene obeka akopɛ baabi enye Bangalore obi nso a wo ye surgeon na ohwɛ yen emergency no okotena chiri pe ebe den ebe haw me fi nso de say mokofa ho amubehu ho na dom nan kasa be hye ponu mu ho wonu mo wi ubehu na wototo biribi wo hu say bi ya abo bi na wototo but wan ye get to be ya bien wo ho na wote nti ye de to manfo mpanimfo anim say ye security no betumi aye bide na mo say mpanimfo ho na nanom ho na assemblymen wo ho ede once one for one ntum say hospital no your man japade ye wo ha ye resumo man nti so omo haraze ye saade ya doctor fubeko nurse fubeko na hospital nurse wo maka say Adom father room na wuti true na wudi mutintiman ye bre ya na eja eji nam trust fund small wo be ye na dance hina da room uhu say obebua no fefe maye na che say to niema ba ku mienu bi pa nka ye bebo awure mane de ye hu ya ne say esis na anwa ye air conditions no kopa wo mu no wa twitwa air conditions akese no kra na ye central air condition no wo two ebien chesa anka wo de beko ndi bra ko hu ni na tete wa two afi wall no mu concrete no mu wa hyehye sank wo de beko na security fun ko hu ya yeyi ndi si ama yen ho na ye kono kran atwe asan kakra nyame ya adom a bi ochena yen panin bi be fi akra ba na fe ya hwese ye beko ana na uhu se ne wodi ho atrentie ne ade na chese sisi a nurse fun a wore kono kra no ehu aka won o pa kire se endi yen ko security fu bebre na won betena won adwuma no kra so sebe enye sa neti se Uroko hospital na police ni editio gina also ana security ni police hospital kra ko anya sa na obenyan meboa enti eho na yesre se omanfu a woka bia ye no mfa wan no ntum ye nyina ye ntimi nka se ye nim won a wo yesa ni bi ye nim wo eno ane se assembly ahemra na nanuma ahemra se hospital de gate mu na wo faba enti wo ko huru wall ana ofa nwuram ba bi besia I say it me treat so crofo ndi me no kasa ide say ye wie na ye kofa ho a obehu ensenkyere ne ekere ne wotwa adada de koi ene ne a wan say no nso a ya bokasa ye ni biom no ho ohawa sisi ya beto ye nin ye nim se dan na ye si ni na yo se dada na na ye wom na yo
well doctor nankasa na kakum wate ewo nenum no but me ne abema no manya da so ho enti said ye omo keka ne nyina no akronfo no omo saka wom
mini aba baby nemu emra mi du eye ehonmo no doctor Shahiba o mamecha menya ne tiese sia no asamne ba wotun sa frɛ police for nanka sam pani pa nanka sa frɛ de ani mu ba ho e ba be hwɛ niama sia no kra me no ka sa police for gu so a omo ye asem no emu enhwehwemu se be ya omo benya ni pakra sabi omo kodi sa nyamna sa asem no e wo hospital ho
yo ene ye fancy ha na afen so assembly no yenim sabuasefo de Adom TV mohwe pa yeda masesamo ye ne sa enti menu aba ma sade amane bona ko no ene won so adwuma wo ye kra doctor aba wa baso no moni adwuma na wo ye gidi sa assembly no so won behwe na fasio no wo mato na afi assembly na sem ko enti menu aba ma no manyo me mo ache da sia no pay
Miss Vedas menu aba
ebusia for many Isaac no manyo boase abonten so government hospital de ekoso wo ho ena wo hwe bia wate no enti yete omainim ena ye fixe sa ya sabia tantan ya na ye yi no kase yisu ena aka Anglo Gold ihu ahafo no makwakoye moso masa akowia obi ye na makowia mu wia moso mo se ye fixe ye din komo ofia ha anapa sofo da wo menchen na nyuma koyi nso da romanti akwanya omode ama no se wo mra menchen wa ha no ene se ye ba be din komo na ye bisa ye ho ensem ba komienu bi a efa eniema ba komienu eye nipa asetena ntem ne tituru abefo kwan ye fa so edinkita ho enei enkrato ye chi sankomo twetwen bebo wakwa masane wedi ehia bi ofisem komo twetwen no ena ekoso boa me yemfa na se Emma sa enyumako yeda omase no na meka won se osi abonten na wokodwa so a wandwa ton de na aya tobi se ne be ya wo menye sika de abebo afisem na da wo makoso aso ya sen ne yedi nkomo e de afa ye fiefie nsem a ekoso ho mekanfo HD plus de amount HD plus ne multimedia adwumako no e na aka abomu a First Africa Premier ne bi nsida won sabeka na watumi ahabi e wo so na chese wo hwa akrogen na anida ho e de ma okone kopa bito na sa ho keka e wo TV hwe ho no entumi emra wakwam Shinex ultra whitening toothpaste say anopeminka wo say bia fe na wadanyane a eno na wo hia so de bechi wo say e bi so anope wo ye list no me ba ne ka so hia we mi kun socks no me ba ne de no school fees no light bill no patch of Shinex ultra toothpaste so ka no eka ho ne kotobi to fie se ne be ya no pa ne anwumre esitwie no so ho ebeboa wo kama enti upe biato etu aton anase upe biato na wo de aye wo fie yie no numbers na 0202 018615 anase 0262 210660 na wonsa entumi enkabi se no enkukọ na ye kraba no Jory Farms say yentwa so if you say one wankasa fat wo ho so say obaye nkukọ ne bia wana abefo kwa so na asamodane ne say dodro bia wo pe no wo de frɛ won ba bia wo ti bia no wo wankasa de bebre wo na se ne choba na aye o pese wo de twa yiwanum wo fie nso a so ho wo mo beye ne nyina de amount enti Jory Farms say it's Ghana fra 0208 121199 na wonsa enka momonkoko no ebi sa adwumako we nso say anopa menka ncho se watete ne niema so sa adwumako a meka ho asemi Franco Trading Enterprise anano Euro 2020 ne hyase no ena omoka se se de Ghana for Adom TV na ebi o ha TV bodem won so pese wo nkwadwuma na mpia bonten untimi ntamo TV ni wachi ntie ne wo mo phone ni wo laptop no wo matete so unim se euro na kwa wieye enso still a wo matete so enti kotobi na gi sa discount no fra won fa sa number si so 0246 422 338 and I say 0555 939 311 na eniema papa Franco Trading Enterprise atete so yi o kwa kotobi aton no no akotobi nso na wankasa wo de aye wade still no a phone papa fie Franco se menka ncho se Max ne de ne share ding te he me ho meteme na nso aba ne saa na wiase no akoduro entihye ne fa bo woni afoforo enso eho ban Franco yedama se ene saa mafutu yi na ebia won so ameka chro ne se Yaksin heba mixture se ade achi se ni pebu fa so saa wo de kokantamanto kohwe okwabrane de na chiba na ne eje ne boto ye yato ho force be ne ye yato ho gidigidi no ne honam ye ne ya saafo ne nyina mekanfo Yaksin heba mixture ma moate monkoda ho mo bi antietia mo frɛ sa number si ne kope bituton na afi nso pebinom na entumi emwao Yaksin Herbal Center for Esimi Kancho say FD ajewo no natum enti kotobia no ma wadwenya wontawantawa bia fi se eye krogen number ne 0244 723 541 and 0275 9070009 na wonsa entumi kabi Kompo Ghana Limited asye bia wo maimo na kwa kacha ne se wote se ma metra diamond se me beto ba kwa be ba kwa ka ho buy one ne nche obi nka ho discount on so sabata ho Kompo Ghana se ewiase kɔ nanimu a eye abefo kwa so enti wo watete won niema so se ne be ya onso benya akade a ye didi abefo nkita ho so atiase na abrabɔ tumi akɔ wanim e de amount eye 0243 143 143 and I say www.kompogana.com kokenka won ho nsem nyina ne kopebito office ho ene ofie ho Kompo Ghana say passion for technology yeda enyumakuo yase na fe yemra yenkomo twetwe so for dan ewo menchen ewo ha ono pay meka obi o senkomo ayedi ne hayi eye live ewo Facebook eye Adom TV ena afe Instagram and also eye at Adom TV na obetumi ahwe ewo ho kai na hye na obnua bi nso enya nkomo pay bi entie mene so for dan nkomo no enie ye bisa ye ho se ensunsanso obone ben ena yenya ewo nkitahudi a ebia na sofodan ti hoi sofodan pese meka na menka ode mamenka na ntia se nya adwuma aha anka ma bia sofodan ye miku na oniha ebia na owo machi Priscilla okay enti de pese ye kire no so hu wo TV no so se na wiase na koye wahu enti nka sofodan ye mikun mi fi adwuma ba ye adwuma mu group WhatsApp group nkoa wo so nyasem keto akokan we kakra enti de bia tete ho ase ya ene ede tete ho saa enti ye bi se ho se social media ene abusuan kita hodie no sen ena etie ne won sunsan so boni bi ede mayen ana se saa na wiase na kobanti saa na sese ekono sofodan pa cha mache
ya me
ono ofiefo ho ye ena so mani ahwefo ye dase se de bia ye frewa na wa ba beboa ye nyame nhira wate ye dase pa na se ne ekono sa ya wo ye bi ofie na wo de ne ntisa onzo wo ye bi
yeah social media I say the woman say we don't live in our yesterday.
Okay.
We live in now.
Ye na so nte ye nura nim. Se ye tie nim.
Ye trend nim amadachi.
Okay.
Nti onipa bia so obobra no. Wotna wo enura nim a wotimpochire woda efiase.
I see. I see.
Na yemu ye te enanim.
Okay.
Na enanu ne ye wo ho no. Wo ho kwan se obesi ginaye papa anabone.
Okay.
Nti you don't live in your yesterday, you live in your today. But you have to make decisions and choices. Say we see jina he, na we bibi fa. Aya din ya bibi fufuru beba.
Okay.
Aya din ya say ko. Aya din ya bibi beba. Na na Facebook, na Twitter, na Facebook, Instagram. There's Snapchat. Na we bi ba. Ti dia na obeye. Now, oye obi a say ye ka ebusuan ne betima chi bebe 9.
Okay.
One wo ana wo yire wo na wo yire ana say wo ne ukunu wo ne ukunu no so ye omu chichemu enso atie nkwa no ye omu chichemu enso esase ye obere bia de ne ye.
Okay.
Sama ware fofora eno no ye honeymoon stage eno na oni sweetie darling
Emma ne homne so.
Sabre no bra ese wonya adagye na utimi bua sifa papa ma ware ne dachi wani jemu no
ma ware ne dachi wani jemu
because on say de wudua na no na betwa ntina panyimfo ka say untimi nnua bode nkutwa
de bi da kwadu
nti sanity nti sabre no mani je wo ho no die ginesie enema ben na me bomodin adua na ma ya ware no ochene bi social media bakura na entimi nya effect ewoso
negative effect.
Yes.
Also.
Okay. Because for instance, Sabra na ese mo build trust. Ye ji ehun adini ye ji ehun atum. Because o buy no wo mpenatwe mu anunku. Se na ehun nipa na nonko. Ana na ko dem na hunu say different. Ebu na me ka say a single room. Sa me ko na mo say 2 bedrooms in a home. Na corset na. Sa corset na kutam. It ko am real mo say, "Hey, sa na nya che me home. Na 2 bedrooms in a home." Sa brenu Radia. Ke ya am say for. It hon one here rejection.
Okay.
And aba not acceptance and recognition. It won't say man you want to. Man fa wo sa meyire. Enti ana say me pebi fufo na me di mani.
Okay.
Well, on it is that stage, you know. At the end of the year, you build trust, you build understanding. Sabren, you be your near, you be to me near Huntias because you're free different magana. Sabren, it me doing your sick planning. Then you say, you didn't say that. You sit down. You buy woman, your savings, then you your investment, then you buy. It is Sabren Munian, a ginger. It is many couldn't even do 5 years. So who sit in a papa? What's our one and I'm going to be sure. Ekuyi. Ye wo mo so a sabre no bia sa honeymoon na twam afi or come to reality afi na reflection afi na rejection and acceptance menyi ni tuba na menyi ni ntu mi so anka bidan ka be pe ma o muti see we dey say ba ko no bia na afi oye comparisons wo ni etim yes, I pet social media na bemo ho na say ne former friend.
Obe friend afa ho.
No fear say na chat. O do pa awade dodo no a nipa suffer wo musisi more especially young couples and say on ne ex chat.
Enti empendodo a uku ana oyire na oti ho bia na oyese no bibi koso eye nkomodi
number 2 nkomodi na koso say password da no phone so dia asa say wodim ne koso me phone bia no password
na ebi o honso na ye dwuma mu ebi honso na ye bibi foforo bi ebetumi kra ye bibi a ebetumi ya sorry because na dey obi a create platform and I say the person say and say whether you school whether you sorry whether you dwuma enye bra oni ukunu no ana ayere no ewo ho no.
Yes, you see as I say your ma surgery no on say eya na your taika end product but you share the aduaye nti bebia na you solve problem a you person solve the end no but you see on your hunu no free tifi nti adu na afọ na hu se nso na yakokọ ti so person solve a quite tifi ono nti uyo bia we young couple she say enema bi wo ho a wo de besi ade bi ne de kan abema bond be gina so you Christian a munya madwen si kire madwen se ye de bi ebo mpa abo what you nche
okay
October no menya 27 years
yo de nyame ase
no yere but ya keep to say e de ebo mpa abo
okay
even for your kontokwa say ebo mpa
I see
ndi over bompa no makontokwa men what they no brebe no be na se musese muntem
Matthias
so that's it because e ya de bi agitu number 2 ya gitu mu se first then answer me hu me ye nakedness mpa me answer na boy yes atam na ne bre won se ho Saturday heat ni wo mu ahwe a wonim na so na akote obi toma sorry I didn't see
nokora na wo kanti nokora no kan
ma man no an ni me kan e bom ben me ya so nsa bompa ya miensa
okay
perfect unity perfect love and perfect understanding
just say one more kwa ware ase a one more dwen atade ne me colors ne me decoration no wo more late because ani e wo kan nyina so when ni kan anwen ho ehu a unhunu ye nso
unhunu ye na 2 our help engagement or wedding bia ko bia I for them am de kofie
kan me
wedding any engagement bia wa ko bia I for them de kofie wedding ring and Bible asa the idea be man crofo planning your planning decoration aduane ye man crofo did you do coffee no
I see
the so fear said dwene say after the ceremony what next
okay ti ebia na won so anano after o ceremony no say bi na fietie wonu ku ne mu mama ya ma say ayi wonu ku no yire mo ya ma aka mu ma nso nti mu ma nso eti say obi o ho a onye hu say edin sunsan so bone ba wo akwete say eno na aba obi aye na say nso no kure ka mu na wote a obi akon aye say adwumam kura obi aye say efie ni awarefo obi aye say yenya hu say eyade bi a ede ohawo baba te bi a sa na wiase na koye
o say ade bia wo no suso metie se sie na meba boy na kai say mento ade bi mbrem odim say wa do say to ade brem no say na say eh minister so minister news kan am say da bi metie se sie metim na dinkita ho ne o hwehwe say me ya ma no
okay
your communication are good but ne woman say control me bibi biara nsha so na mediw so
okay
ya kwanya ne akwama a wo na mu emane new so we ne akwai wo moti obi a wo ne wiase onamo akola wo ne wiase onam ebi ya cartoons ma me so wo ne wiase ebi ama nkomo we so wo ne wiase ebi so ya toys papa so wo ne wiase ebi ya business you see different worlds
the bonding ni ho unity at the problem could be any ho mo kan ho asem
no me nyema bu ama ye aye principle for instance aduane bo ye je edibo
okay
we eat together from the same
no yire ne umma
me ma ndomu ze akaho
it is abre na ye nyina ye nsadam no obi akofa the phone
so won't be social media edu time so e bom pai na sa na ebe ye we na be kan Bible we na be we
okay
it is edu adom ye cha adom sam na ye wo ne obi ye it will do it will show
enti enkyerɛkyerɛ a wode ma ya no pɛ ne sɛ ɛwɔ ne brem
woni brem
ene ne yeye
ne woman ne say first of all one kasa we a parent and as a yere anakunu say wunya principles set of rules and values say wunya aginasi bia aginasi a wasi a eye enhyehyeye a wode ba obra ne to so mienu no wunya nhyehyeye ne wie so a say ohu no bre ano ne bra no ne sese woye
I see
number 3 emma bibia enhya osu medi so etu na bia say phone medi tu baby
okay
me me read nkoma aso me catch say aso me robi from so ohu
enye sabre
ohu ready ya ohu nti me wi ha metimi attend to the person so na fiase de bia person we bibia sabre na you cannot do it
okay
me person or can person me tia some the phone to
sure na watie no eye nidie kura
that's all
eye nidie
we have say and give shame from
well enti ebia bakasa sofo dante ha oya kokra na okan kokra sem but ohyase mranti brem ena aka ho ne kokra brem ena ama asomdwe nso aba ne fie enti ebia na ukun ana yere kasa ho o kasa ho nyina talk I'm listening osudai oh matemate nyese me hwe wani muntimate o de yesa ugu fie banka krankakra enti ba kwa o kan ya atomitrimpa ne se sa nipa nan ye te ho wo ye chi hei obia ne na dwen that moment na omo tie aduane ho no meanwhile the common idea omo de kwatena ha ne se ye kodidi
yes
enti eni beba ye ho so no ne yakwadwuma be late ne yoko school be late enti e bi aduane na ese edini nyina fi ho ansa ne asore a ye be rashe ye dirimika gidigidi na ebi kra ye gya ho enti apomuden so de ese enya fi aduane nim no ye de akoche phone no enti ye enya mfirim eba ne sa ebusua bonding no eho atochema ebi a wonso sa na ekoso wo fie ebi kra wonni abusua but afei na wo be hyekyere abusua ne bia anope sofo dan achewa dwen esi so say o social media no say wiase no sa na ye wom ye naso ante ye nura no na so famre ene enhyehyeye eto ho enti ne de aya uso ema obe suspect say miku ana me yira na me girlfriend ya na me mpene dama wo twempra foforo ye ebra anka mu hia benu ne hia ne nyonko na stela wo phone so no
I say nkwada mbienu omo wiase so pese unya oba no get into his world
okay asemi wutaika
yes
ko oba ne wiase ko fom ne ko oba ne wiase sase wutaika
me baba ne say ono no ope football
okay
nti football me na be nti e bese edu nkomo a menya common ground say ya boyu me ne be hwa bo me edu ho nkomo ye di ho nkomo wi a aya for instance England are omulusi a dear lesson betima catch you have lost today but tomorrow you win nti men hwe say me lose into my
okay
na me gina saa ne wiasem ni ohu ne ye no so aka bibia kire nti no the opportunity
I see
so wa anya ne saa da bia wonim oh we would am life nko we so mo life nko woni mra so so ye bibi bone a obeto so aya we obetimi ni nipa 1000 edi nkomo
yes onim ho hwe
onim ni information so e dey ma no more especially ne hameka se ene mofra o madwumo ohare a onu antimi nsi gina ye esa na ne friends adwuma no nti onam no oye ne na wofo adwene ena ode to to onim a na de na kohye fekuo bi mu a ede ne koboni
na jinsam enti obi ya wofo na ontimi nko ne ba wiase a obi okra enye adwuma a oye o ye beka se bi no wo ha o adwuma nti o mu nibre esese onya bre set sa and apart from say bi a adwuma a oye no e wa wofo bi wo hankasa wo mo nhyeda oni ne banka se ni saa ne de ne sa de achen eje go school oba heje bedi aduane eje ko su niema ode ne he saa oni ni nkita ho bia chese okọ ne wiase no wo hu wiase poti akwala ko no ewom
na afiso so uye oba na ukunu eniema we sisi pe kan se bonde no ehu abasem
baako
1 oyobi afi unu se ne neye ewo ho no asesa in terms of say oka na ginesie e de kire wo oka na ginesie se obema no kan no odi undu nkomo atum se the opeso oyedi
okay
no no kan wa se bia besem you the moment asade no uhu se ejai na no hu se biribia si a
Ofa ne ho adwene.
Ama say madam ho so.
Okay.
Nti kai say niaba no e the trust ho asema ba. Number 2, emere ni adaje onya wo ho no. Say so ate. Onya adaje ma namfo. Onya adaje ma party. Onya adaje ma wei. Onya adaje ma bibi bia bi. Wode ne to akora na obi frɛ no no agya wo ho na okɔ. Ebra wo no say adaje a wo kunu ana wo yere ma wo no eso ate no na say ode mu obabi fufuro.
I see.
Ye to so miensa. Ebra bi abon say ohun hyeda nya na kono sa. Ona me chen. Ohun hyeda nya na kono sa. Emfa ne obeye bia say enye ne hwe. 2 things either so dwendwene and I say or problem be with you.
Okay.
No on kan kyerɛ.
Okay.
The hard you say memman town won kan wotiri masam.
Okay.
En kyerɛ.
Na hyehyɛ ne ho.
Na hyehyɛ no.
Na akoye ne ye ne suban.
No ordanedi. Afesu ne toso nan ebra be hu say sikasam ho asam etochema enche wo ne kasikasam pe wo da na bufu adi. Osa de na nya bufuo. No de bufuo di prako pe na fe tutu ne sane. No umume na wo me pesa de no kwa na so da de biade no so no. Begin to understand said there is something wrong. Who no sa ne man pe a warning signs. Number 5. So kunu ntimi nka nche say oye sorry.
Okay.
So kunu ontimi nka nche oye say oye sorry.
And now wafum wa.
Yes, and that's once nipa de your conscience. Nti me ya dem no say I did man you are. That's why me catch the man kan you kura o. Or justify bibi o de ye wo bia na say wo no ankasa no. Ugina bre a wo na nim no.
Enkohwe.
Anya hwe.
Esa
nti sa nipa no. Si anhwe ne puma sibra, emre kwa nim no. Oja wa nya den.
Okay.
Because unim be ma ye na den bia na no kase oja wa be 1 year. Nye danwa.
Okay. Yo.
Baba bi na no catch us.
It is that no hwe into the chop.
Wo je wo do pa ho bia asisa bi on sam ma bio mu da. Because o see gina ye no. Ache.
Okay.
Nti wo no sa science we pe. Na to so afa kan na bi an kan na kwa sorry. Oh, body asanka gwa. Body na mso mom de. Nti wo say wo de bi an na say you are alone. Also you are alone. Number 8. Also why too secretive. Also too secretive. Also papa e twa nkomo so. O papa na e twa nkomo so. Ne baby okobi on the phone na password was san. Ese o ti ase say onipa ne o ye ni na a kire ne ye bi say gidie ni ahotoso e wo ya setrem no.
Eswate.
Ebukwa na asai. Nti onu no o pekwan bi a obeya ade abun say daache enko yo hawo.
Okay.
Enfama.
Se eba ne sa eye oyere bia na okunu bi e na o hwe ya na wo tie ye no wo sate bia ne mu a onya den
ni edi kan pa o mu ne se uhunu se sate bia ade bia ne pa biara de ma yen yetimi solve problem ne se ubenya ntiase wo problem na wo.
Okay, ade na esi no ese unya ho ntiase
wo ntiase de he kwa
jo
because one here o reaction no
ebe se no
ade kwa and first of all baby akoso bia me ade bia me koso bia se me ukra na di nkoma. The first time I know a cancellment. Medical bomb pass ready say ready mam hu nyansa. Ready mam hu nyansa diamond na on feel fine. Then I may be meet myself that cancel assembly. Na man wake up.
Okay.
Create the excitement in you. It the woman say na dikan no bon paye.
Jo.
Say ready nyansa. Na me say ready nyansa. Wunya nyansa be bo am ate na ekoso na.
Okay.
You to so me no. Who deal with Burma? Who deal with Burma? Burma language or tiase respect, humility, and honor.
Sisters in Pacha Samate.
Burma language, Burma Okatan so dona until. Burma Okatan so dona fish of person on that. Oh yeah, that's how it. In Burma, you can't say I love Burma. Don't say Burma. What's one say Burma? I love you. No, who means because you can't say I love you. Quite many interpret love. Ubume. Odimini. Ne kasa ne na ho brase ne kire se ababa we odomi. Sane hu. Nti fasa akwan no approach but that's a way to enter a man's heart. We are sa no a obema no say akosua odomi. Ntimi gelo me no bonu kwa nyam betua meka. O so nipa betumi kasa se o hwe se ne a wona ne te no a o hwe oyo obone anyam kwa betua ne ka. Na fe ne etoso miensa bomodia se wo kunu enkomodie bia oni ni die bia enko ba bi fufuru bia
okay
ne kama sam kyerɛw asɛm na maka kyerɛw no enye ho na ofe be kan ebu maten wa anya ni ekura wura da bi enye na sa wo de tie and judge no just listen what de tie na sympathize with nipa kro no number 2 memma asɛm na asie no obi fufuro bi nte because obi fufuro bi tie na so won kana asɛm nkyerɛw biam
umugidie ne ko
yes and now you obi a wo judge no so a de bia no nse wo ba judge nto anka nkyerɛw
okay
won bi se wo ademi ko ba judge me nto anka nkyerɛw and afa so 2 wo discreet and so anka nkyerɛw na to so miensa no no a kyerɛ sɛ me fi sɛ nkade ni se behi fo adwene kyerɛ bra menye emotional fo adwene kyerɛ bra esan sɛ de bia meka you will maybe wo ha me buo mo Bible mpa Delilah
okay
Pontius Pilate yere any Abigail Rebecca said Delilah wan fast kan edi tuo ensi Samson so
odi oda ho brase
but the bibi onyaduro bi edi nya Samson kana adwene po woni tirim on kan kyerɛ obi ano ka kyerɛ no Pontius Pilate yere say mira o papa ya udi na semi hwɛ na wan ka bibi amfa no nene adayeso bi amaso anya papa no hwɛ Pontius Pilate class ba horo mensa Abigail ɔde nyansa kyerɛ ɛne nyansa kasa ɛkasa kyerɛ David ne kunu wuyi ha no soma sɛ monkɔfɔ ba no na mɛwa no
okay
bɛma bi a pa ba nyansafo a ɔde na dwen kyerɛ bɛboa ɔno no deɛ na ɔyɛ no nti wo kyerɛ wa dwen sa na de bia no mo sɛ akwa mo sɛ yɛ nta anya ne sɛ oh diamond na menka wa sɛ wo sɛ wa ene pa ade bia di bia mekoyɛ pa no ɔyɛ sa na ɔde nyabotetie no
okay ɔde nkɔmɔ ba
yes ɔde nkɔmɔ ba
nti nyɛ saa brɛ na ɔyɛ ene pa de saa brɛ na nso bɛyɛ busy wɔ ha no ayɛ sɛ nyɛ saa brɛ no okay
de tie no wo tie no wi on say you need to create an environment wo create this environment the pede bi obɛka kyerɛw bɛma pɛsɛ de bia ɔcho ne bɛma yɛ
bɛma wo fie
me hwɛ no wo de yɛ fam de wo suo no ɛda ebuburo no bɛde bi ɔbaba bɛnom
ti ho ne bio
sɛ wo suo ɛda ebuburo no de bi ɔbaba dum suo
me gye sa no pay sofo dan kyerɛkyerɛ so yi watie nti wayɛ wo homework wano bete wo fie ɛyɛ ni na wafa ebre no kora sese udware nkola na ko school na ekura na wo hwe saa bre no a esese wani ko uku ana oyere ho no na wo hwe ene to de bi so abohu se wo de ensekuo na watwe ko na wahwe kakra be hu na bi kura oba bi di na eda so bi kura na nyem pratwe but oku ye no
se oba copy message no asend ya mo bi oba na gu
pacho yemfa saa sem yasem hia na yemfa nya ye homework ewo ye fie se sade ya kosoa ma wo hwa abaye ya lolo kwan mu na wo twa bebo no na se maya ne mrante no so aba no wo wabomode kura gira ma na bo abe no wasa ye wo se kura ka ho no de film su kon ho ana te se enye no na o hwe ye nkomo aye di na fisem so anopai ene se ye hwe ebusua enkita hodie ene social media no ensunsan so bone a ede eba enfoni ba ko no edi kan ma o hwe na ene da so ho no na chese de sofo da kan ye me dane se akola we yote ho no oni wiase we so oni wiase maame no so wone de papa no so wone de enti at the end of the day no ebusua ni common ade bia nka omo nyina atena fa akose no wo mo bobo ho adwendwen ho e bia na sa na won so fie ekoso ya che adwen si so social media ne de sofo da se ewiase no ayewo mu no sa na sese ba na so pebre ne ho sede obeye no okay me hwese metumi ama wakwanya na wafre na oni ye dinkita ho bia na won so waka ukun de saa waka oyere de saa oba no kura wa ya addicted to social media to the extent say book no wonfa homework no aye bibie wo ho me hwese akwanya beba me ma asa akwanya no na oni me edi sankita ho ne ya che ne aye homework ahodo wo fie so for dan obi nso wo hokra no a enye social media sam nkita ho no na wonni one wonni nkomodie enye phone kra no akasa bi oni oba bi na oba ma bi na etwempena ene yeso oto ha na oto ho Odin common ban oh me ya de onte me ba ne nyina aka ho bi enso bia na nye social media sam eno so yen hwe ne nsen ne
on say nipa de ade ama nipa bia tumpon is the word change ye wadwen say obesesa men nye wadwen say be de say ya na mete me cast iron say na mete da bi sesama ade papa de suban papa ebeboa ma mpuntu e de aba men ka say be de say ya na mete me de mempenko me de mempekasa me de me ajam na mentam baby ye ne sa ye sua essence onipa bia nya me bo onipa ma nipa nti ye say onipa enya nkita wonde na fa obuo ma nipa no so o kasa ho kra obeti yo na wutie wi oh o de me ya de kakra bi wi a
me attend to you
we yasa na o de ni dia ma nipa ko we yasa na de bia na fa so your communications of love on so o yo warefo a the communications of love the communications of love no they be a one say o makasa pa kasa de kasa sham and to base kasa nyansa kasa ekoso kasa number 2 say onya bre quality time they be a makasa enye so much of the length of the time
baka krabia be so
yes and for instance that one say no wa kedodo that one only bibi so per se unya ankamu insure best the part na we
uchim
chima ye chunya best e come from aba
I see
and found in your course will be a hunu say that the papa be betimi free me maba
okay
number 2 o build capacity no muscles
okay
bia no want me what the way the hunu say twem na ya desua keke
makoma kra be to me
how many minutes am there kasa
kitwe bi enso makoma to me yam
yes inti da bia no season occasion say obema the right thing at the right time
okay
that also means sometimes you could say hello by giving a gift
I see
hello by giving a gift
okay
nti aya acheda nya bibi kese sonku bia de kitwa bi
paneninda na ka wo ba heya na oh hello Diamond no ama me
something
maybe be to me yam
yes for instance we only do now what time so we free studio na on fans was we are na breakfast
near the share me so for dance and famro
that's it do we sana ne panos oh yeah odwene me hu not dream about you will change
no
these are communications of love the next thing is a communication of love and they so you be and say eya men fa de boninsi when you talk to the person ade ba ko me hunu we nipa ho no say ye yam from so a na efi say ye wiase na baby no we yam from so no wo say be boa mo aye better
okay
nti free from so num
na ye better
pro ho na ye wadwen say baby am hwe ase me nsant na ho bi
okay
na wo so obi afom no bo mode nya akoma say o de be chere say wo so afom da na mom yam wo ye ho say me mfa no fom so ne njeje no
okay
me mfa no fom so ne njeje no me wo mabua no na asore ofri
well yes you are no pay enti fa wo de afrim fa cha me cement mi ama wakwanya no se obefre na so nkomo e fibra me ne sofo dan sha ase ade besi sabre me didi se ba bia wo de ye apobia no wasane mu ama wa efi na ekọ no wo de be ye adwuma wo fie ama enti ase etumi aye adwuma enti emma no titiro no wo bra brada ye krado no ugina phone so saa bosiri hehe wono so tani baby hwe ya woda ya wa ma no afi wa start to complain ena nansen kra meme na nansen kra eyewa jayo sa homework no me gidi se na wo hyase de aye fafiri wo ma ne so fakọ okun ne so fakọ oyere ne so entinsi adwuma mu ho wa sonde mu ho ye bibia ewo ne bremu a esese oye no efise to de bia atede bi o hokra na nya ne bremu
yes
na no so akofo ha ofo
na nya so de dada no
na fe so mo wasa tu ye fo se kasapa
kasade
hunu se ye dan ya be ma be ye be ma ofie ene ba bia be ma ye be ma enti enkoye se wo be ma wo bra oye oba ne hia kasade ene enidie social media ne de ewiase ne brem no nanso fa ne fa ye ade e wo ne brem so for that that's what nyame nhyira pa enti fa cha me ya ma phone lines no but so for that is a friend no na ne aka na ne nkante pa che from fa he
0249 80 5747 but your Bianca, would send a message.
Joe.
Or send a WhatsApp message, whatever it is.
And no beboa. And no beboa. It is a person me from that minimum type here. Me the mini voice message. Me the chairman. Hello, so for Dan. Pacho, sir, na mi kuntio. Sir, na mi yeretio. Eh, mi krampa me ni me mantina sinin komodo. Mr. Mamento Honka. Tiawa.
No.
Me da sepa. Ya me sure. We say me no so for Dan e wie yen komodie no. Fa odi afrum na fa to abrabo no so. Eno ne efisem komo chichie no. Ye botaye me da se. So wa ye asotie sa. Me ne so for Dan na wie. Na mo mesra o twen me. Aka me no komo chichie baako. Me ba sia. Afe ya dwenje ye fie mu nsem awie no. Ye nhwe ya pomuden enso ho nsem because de ye keka nyina to da bia na ya pomuden o wo ho okura honam ye ya no. Afe na wo kwakotie obi nkomo na afe na debi na to da bia bon se de ekoso onipa na dream no ye o se enye yare na de aye social media sa na efie so se ye nhwe ma ne se enti ye di sankomo na wie no afe ye ne Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital ba bedi enkomo na Dr. Sharif Ochre ewo menchen wa ha anopa ye nkomo aye di no efa hypertension anase mojabroso ya de no ebi wo bi afi saade no ebi wo bi afi anya hwe kra wo nanane de ebi wo ho etije number 0244 227 192 0244 227 192 anase 0207 229 505 0207 229 507 na Amen honkomo aye die mjidi se okra no watu hu for dada nyanti ase no kra nsa na yes ase Dr. Sharif mpacho mache
nyame
na pom to say
nyankopa
Amen nyuma efo nyina ho ye
nyame
Dr. Amin Bonsunso ho to say
nyankopa adaroma
e de nyankopa ase mechia no
Dr. Sheikh Amin Bonso ne a doctor for ne a nurse for nyuma efo mo Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital obibia etiapo
yeda erade ase Ghana for nso edamase because moko pie baby anka jisi enya dollars ni atoamo obe pie hey aboa enti monso Ghana for edamase anapa ye ka hypertension ho asem ye ti ni dia che sa hypertension ko no ye ti ni dia che pa jisi yesi nkola nyina enya o
yes
adentia
menyaba dedika medase biem na ehefo so ya mo nyina ko aba na said e wo kan no hypertension mojabroso yare se ebi obi fie na che a very common condition ye yare a how bibia almost every household bia obekom no at least ubenya nipa ba ko obo sa o how na sa o how no eba abrabon se ahoden a akoma no so akoma no eye honama kwa abakwa right from say formative ages to say oba ho ba yenso ni be ma ho ba yenso kosua no be kan bo ma be form zygote that is the organ a obehunu first o yes kana akoma no na bon se na ebo
I see
and right from there no to say nipa bia no obewu afri wiase no akoma no eye adwuma sa
okay
the moment akoma no be stop say eye adwuma no you say ada say wanya heart failure ana wanya cardiac arrest and ni de count all the time no asa akoma no ye adwuma enti no ahoden akoma no e de ye adwuma ne say air pumping moja akọ akwa ne nyina no ene eye bebia ye kan resistance eno ye on say moja no ye pon akoma no pompia enam entin mu so nti entin no mu no moja no be kokọ na akọ akwa nyina so sa hoden na akoma no e de be pompe no ya eno no potaka say cardiac output no ene eye the resistance entin no pipes na entin na moja na mu no e be create no eno ye ka bomu a eno de be mo wanya bibia frɛ no blood pressure so what is because there's cardiac output akoma no pompe there's a pressure there's ahoden bi generate entin no so enam moja na nam moja na enam e be hit the walls of the arteries once na ebo so that friction na be cause no will also generate another form of energy and as a pressure tinimi no ka bomu a ene yesi o blood pressure na blood pressure no okwa ya sabia obia be kwa ya sabia bia no bonse ye de afidie bi akekere won sa
ye de chechire won sa nipa bia no se bibia ye kama na akoma na ye kama intinimu da ho bia ni ho a e wo se unya e ye range esoro de no ebia obenya between 100 to let's say 130 ena ase de no e ye diastolic no enso obetimi anya between ebia mfa say 65 up to 80 so and I say 85 that is the range until the moment obekwa ya sabia na ebe check your pressure na esoro de no atra 130 ebia 140 150 obi die timi ko do 200
sir
anase ase de no so atra 85 ko 90 100 no no ekonyina na se wo se ohu se ahoden na akoma ne di adwuma akosoro eno ntini yese you are having high blood pressure
okay
hypertension ni nyina ne se ahoden na akoma ne di adwuma no adoso abroso ewo ni pedua ni
that should be a lecturer so shall be so penkwanda because said what ne bo ase a chechiri mu no se wanti ase ne no wantu hu for the ya ene na wala
yes.
But Dr. Chire to the bin so anya una wantu hu fo o kwa wo be wonnim
yes
so ahu wonnim de no na to bia wonnim de no kra ye nipadua mu asem nyame na nanim but elfa ho sa no ahwe kwan be na obekire yen ya ebe ma ye ni ada ho na ona mo cardiac arrest kon wa arrest o
minya ba ne te se so hwe eye hypertension a ye ka ho asem ya ne kofa ba ne yo nyoma mienu dedi kan yo primary hypertension eno de obi ho a all of a sudden mo na ne pressure na kosoro ye hu de kofa ba ye a doctor for ni nim di for kra nim exactly de kofa ba etimisisa
I see
na ye wo de kind of secondary hypertension eno de nyoma bebre a ye de nipadua ne ye
okay
biti se anase bia ohaw bia ba nipadua nso ene nam so kofa ba biti se obi a wanya sabo mu haw so wo kidney problem we are at risk of getting hypertension fese sabo no kidney no produce hormone bi a friend renin sa renin no ene regulate se dia akoma no pressure no ebeye se kosoro na aka kire se wo da bi o kosoro dodo brafom boko eno ntini se sabo no ho touch ya sa renin no entimi ma enti se pressure no kosoro kra bibie no ebe check no se o kosoro dodo brafom to bonze ebe kosoro
ayese car gauge ya say
good
fuwe wo mu a hu fuwe ni mu so hu ntu na ma na eja wasi akwantin fi be komo se emi fuwe na asan
yes
gauge ni nya dwuma
good afenso so bibiti se cholesterol obi o akwa sabia se cholesterol koso cholesterol na nkasa no emma pressure nkoso but the ye ni se cholesterol no eni baby ti wo eni peduam fat adose won any baby tintino yentimo the lumen of the arteries bones intino etise ya ebedi demo anaka amana ye ketwa tokro na ye ketwa se tokro ni ye ketwa baby a friend peripheral resistance no ebe kosoro because ekobasa enze tokro na pressure no akoma na be ye adwuma ansa na moja etimi move through satokro no because enti anwa fat ne cholesterol adedam no intino
ye fa ne se ye kan nyina obiti ho se de mi hu amane anu no
yes
me hawa anu no abrebia kwanche na mechiciro hospital na meko
yes
yesi mi BP areshemu be na sanipa no be ma na nya se nu nti omra ame scientific ba
minya ba ne tie ne se nyankopon adaroma amen scientific herbal and alternative medical hospital ye wo kwani asa bebiria ye faso e de boa manfo e wo mo hawmo titru ene ye hypertension fi say ye fra bibi pharmacological and non-pharmacological management of some of these conditions ebi o ho a pharmacological ne say wo be manipa na duro
okay
for example ebi a cholesterol adeda ne ntim wo be ma na duro na aboa na cholesterol na firi ho na moja atimi adi afrusa ne kama o wo sabo mu haw wo be ma na duro na sabo no a correct na pressure na ye kama wo bi ho ni BP no stress tete wadwene ma hormones ni ade sa nipa no ohia non pharmacological treatment
okay
ye wonioma oduru Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital ye be ye ede aboa manfo
I see
e be nwanwa se obi ho a ne pressure wo soro oduru Amen e fe bi reflexology ye namrum ha ye be manipulate wo ye mfa drone kan
enso ne ho
ye be manipulate wo obi obeba na BP bia 170 wo be manipulate na within 30 minutes na BP no na aba form kama
yes ye ba ye wo Dr. Mintwa no na asempa bia etia ena me so matepe me gidi se won so watepen se enye yare nyina na ye maduro num komu ana ye maduro dware ana ye maduro desra etore bia eye nkomodie
yes
etore bia ye kasakire etore bia ye se de wo se onipa ne na mrumu no mu be miemia na ne ho adwo no form
manipulation
na amen so ye we bi wo ha afi waton wo yare sa nipa nso ade bia ton kire ne wonim ho nim de te se me amen fo nso ne wonim de wo he mesoro je number ne na ko ho wae na fe kopa wa pomoden 0244 227 192 0244 227 192 and I say 0207 229 505 0207 229 507 numbers na mebobo ma we sanso go screen so enti wo de anya hwe kra no tro to ba bi a save no amen amen kekenku akra no na chese wakai se eye amen scientific wasem na ye ken Dr. Sharif Mpacho yes also fa bibi jaye
minya ba medas biem na de ye kan kakra ne se moja burso yare no yare atete amanfo onse the complications be brain so hamanfo stroke ado so be brain no kofa by no
okay
moja burso yare sichi yare ado so be brain no be brain na moja burso yare eno ntie besere se manfo mo hwe anopai ye nhwe ye didie mu yi ma ye ndidi anadu bebre enchine ye di gunuane bebre ye nte so ma ye ni ye fipamfo enkokontokwa ma ye stress ye ho warefo ne warefo ntena so bi fipamfo ye ntena so bi mu fise ntokwa ne stress ni sa anyoma we nyina
ebe kuntem ewi ase ye ba ye obi eja ho
eba betu
wo de tena ho na je stress ma ho
good
na me for so come be no ma jusika almost so mo pene sa ba de a won be ye enti didie
yes
ya hwe ye ni pantena ye na de wo ho na wo wiase no beja ho akọ na to bo ase ana me boa but sa ba ne sanso a for ni che Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Hospital Dr. Sharif Mpacho me da say me ni a for da say for number no yanka bibia ne bisa na jimu nchiremu afei enne afisem komochiche ewo Badwam dwumadie so no eha na brema kwan ema mede esi oman hene kwabena sante ene abegyafo sinkonya na wode mpensempense mu no ato awso mede inde ma mechira Diamond medase
abraye to ayi dwumadie so Badwam on Adom TV Adom TV je fi sabe kopem se no nkono bo river da kase onya akwanya onso to adwene a ebetima masa entoatoa ahodo ayeye no ebetima kase ani ama my Ghana pim akọ eye enkan yeah the St Andrews College of Healthcare for us is one of so kwanso so sounds the CD capsules in the ointment yeah da ma so kwanso so na ne kwakwa no home time ginseng odi woni chesuane 6 Stars Pharmacy one by Municipal Assembly na okunya bia to ewo honom fre 0200 34 29 88 and 020610 6799 na wati woni edi eye inkitaum bio mameka say CD capsules so no they boost your immune system the capsule no the other sasa honam so no wapo so no eye ointment no odo woni kire oman mu ba bia obenya bi dodo na kasa de Lashibi 19 junction obehu on ewo hon frɛ 0209 682 836 and 0505 767 425 no wetimi won edi eye inkita won adapay my mencha afofo nyina na menka say yes we are still on we are proud to be part of the Afro region and to development progress ebeko so about Afro region we are Afunia baby I will be brighten the corner fix yourself fix your attitude and then let's fix our region under the able leadership of era George Boachi the regional minister and supported by MPs Collins Dauda Eric Opoku Bobie Benjamin Frida Prempe ene Nyankasa Sutifin of era Nimyanfo Bano. So these are the pillars ya bruni mu na hyehyɛ kyerɛ hɔ no ma ɔmɔbo ama afo yɛtimi apima kɔ ɛyɛ enkan.
Lawyer Mesatna say, I forgive him because I didn't know active partisanship. Taking friendship away and taking the time, the good times we have together away. We're actively involved now in the forward march of this administration in Ghana. And Makacho, Bibia da Bebunu Benya Sa Kwenya no, as I say, all the might a pushy because after 64 years, the pace at which we are going as a country in terms of development and well-being, no, and no makakra atosin. The Mebunu take over, sir, they need to demonstrate continuously. So they can, and they can continuously do it. Until always now is a privilege as a Deputy Minister of Energy and Member of Parliament, secondly, also a lawyer, and a vet in a lot of issues but Ojina baby Ojina. So this is my belief. This is what I think should be done. This is right. And then they will na doma ochinchime fidie no support people's napo. Deputy Minister Kwaba. Bibe come on.
Adomara kwa.
I saw your brother Sofono.
Enya.
You look alike. Na mo tete musi tu. The Frati Palago ka just say wow.
Nichiba directly name.
Wow.
It's the Yankopon Amama Kunya.
So the woman was your mom?
Yes.
Wow.
My mom, 79-year-old mother. Is
79?
Yes. Now so Obebo support him now, of course. Mohokafo. Manshada Adam Mpeda Mobaha.
Wow.
Obedi Moisho happy birthday. That's an engineer Kumbia the Munyanyo. Never one you any Adam Edis vote baby. Asameka radio do credit cuts the vets run on other basis for requesting that you apologize or some other. And advisedly, I had to stay off until after the vet.
Okay. So
you're back. Government agenda. Fred, Michelle Watcher.
Yes. Fred, I've been also there, our good old friend and brother. He moved be there personally, and then they go way back. We've been in all the ghettos, and we are back here. Fred Agbanyo, a part of the NDC.
Hey, get to see if you're new and be Anjuano in Kitibono.
Get to see, I could get to see. The bloggers can see. Fred and Omar in they can do. Deputy Director, International Relations and Diaspora Affairs, NDC, Fred Agbanyo, and also the or part of the team now. I'm team of Legon cities. Brandon, the almost for the qua. And Mehuna, he do football. I'm not really on with him because they could have changed the situation on the league table, but it's there. I catch the ama intino. You're fun as a friend. Bibi, come on. Are you almost through with your doctorate or you're still on? Okay.
Also near Asofa. I also buy the Sofa now. David, that's Sofa back on the new.
I saw for money be asword you.
Baba.
When they say
no,
you can no, you don't get it. So a person can say, oh, na me be the coffee as so
Fred, I mean now in any statement you be make it as induced with mischief. In say when the tamana solano ansana.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so lawyer boy quickly from your law understanding, legal understanding. On this matter of salary and allowances, and the latest, First Lady Becky Carter Wachro Ediaba, and what or where you think we're heading towards now as a country?
Amani mean here and when I win Yambra, warfare and the pain and can't and when I was sick na non cordo. Ghana Kruma Yawan BBI idea politics. In Yadama, nka dam committee recommendation or the bottle parliament. Parliament committee of the whole would deliberate here. Wa approve recommendation. I believe it was in late December, early January. na dam approval no oko through that's no February, March, April, May, June, July. If you abaya asam nka onya asam bia but yepede de amanyo asam nti document be put public domain there will payments be are being affected nti ubia has to hold one leg or the other justification no one so work on them. And I've heard some senior lawyers and other colleagues speak on the issue. Down the crowd, say na Mami and Kobrabo Roxanne Dafia Mapo. Also, it's okay if you are paying at the administrative level under the table, essentially. No legal basis as the committee determined. Nemum says about Parliament. Na ayen open, ayen transparent. Magana fu na hu there. Oh, as I hear the dada, yes, ma support yen first ladies na former first ladies. Mbra kon bia nyi ho, but sisi ano ye pede ye regularizing the committee or recommended ye regularizing. Ye regularizing no. That is wrong. Na ebe butia allowances or salaries in the opener that is charged to the consolidated fund. 1 year Article 71 office holders. So you cannot charge it to the consolidated fund. However, it's okay if you pay them at the office of the president. Then I ask the question, now office of the president, the Uti on governor, the Mister know if you him on your charge to the consolidated fund. So really, two questions now maybe some. Is this something that we want to do as a nation? Or we don't want to do it? Is this something that is wrong or it's not wrong? On the first question, I leave it to public debate. Yes. On the second question, though, you're wrong. And now you're wrong. Now, I don't think that is wrong at all. Osande say unkomono be more austerity fee. And thankfully, Nana Atodazi, wama some expose on the basis. Onankasa only a certain committee where Juma Thank you very much. Yeah. The former chief of staff of President Rawlings indicated there when President Kufuor Oba Banimuno ona kaho no hand over documents na report na was a transitional process no to Mr. Obeche Bilamte na now President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo they made recommendations to rehabilitate some former spouses of young leadership. Over time, no, that policy was improved or extended to cover sitting vice president spouses and sitting president spouses for good reason. These are categories of people as in position you cease to be able to be employed. And see, what expenditure in nano is borne by the state. And see, if the government finds it necessary to provide you with some allowances to support your living, I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. But of course, it was not founded in law. And see, say read the committee report now, they were at pains to even categorize those payments that were making or recommended to be made to the spouses of the president and the vice president and former president and vice president. And so they said that to make it legitimate, include it as part of the allowances on the privileges that are attached to the president and the vice president. How does that translate to making those categories of people Article 71 public office holders? How? President or benefits PR constitutionally or you're entitled to. One of them is what the committee said, that make the spousal allowances more that are paid to these first lady and second lady sitting and former part of the conditions of the president's office. Yet we hear people say, oh, offer backdoor to sneak people into Article 71. When the heading of the category of allowances that was provided for was president and vice president. And I have a copy of the report here. I'm sure that one can see the same. So what's the issue? And so question is, say yempede as a country yanka. Say yempede so osendo ya. Then we can debate it. But to suggest the Obi is doing some wrong. And I was sad to have read in part statement of what President Mahama will issue. Seeking in one breath to justify the payment of allowances to the first lady and former first ladies and second ladies. And then there was another breath seeking to condemn Akufo-Addo for accepting the report of a committee that has been set up under the Constitution and that had then proceeded to make these recommendations. How can you reprobate and approbate at the same time? And it's unfortunate. TEC4 so have waded in. And I don't think that they appreciate the issues in the manner that the committee report sought to recommend. Because, unless you want to tell me that they created a line item for president, vice president, first lady, second lady, cabinet ministers, MPs, that is not what the committee did. But listen, you are bastardizing Kofu personality. Okay, yeah, my public service, oh yeah, Sifim. Yeah, ma, you told me Kansama Dugun Kofu Wufi. So I think to say before they came to those positions, no, they didn't have a life of their own. And this year, first lady say, "I reject." Not because skana wodi tua no onyazem fen yo. Se sabi won fen taste benimponza. Ne charitable activities or you will chroma he on to phone supporter. So she says she's returning all of it. In fact, recommendation for on J allowances with man from January 2017 or refunding now to the state. So then we have to ask questions. Say ya can somehow to my being down most on allowances. My former was in as a winner office can including the wife of President Mahama. And when watch allowances from 2009 when he was vice president, 2009. When he was vice president, his wife was taking allowances. When he became president, his wife was taking allowances. When he became former president, his wife has still been taking allowances, including vehicles that didn't ban automobile. But listen to the narrative. So I to say that President Akufo-Addo, no, pedo oh, am I here? Fetch a moment can report no. And the recommendation, the basis that the committee said, also look, let us regularize this thing that has been in existence over years from President Kufuor's time and pay them as pertains. It wasn't even an enhancement. And see, first lady and the family child, you've done what in your conscience you think is right because of the bad statements that people are making for allowances that have been paid to you. All the former first ladies will benefit from this policy should also take a cue and refund the monies to the state because like them here can the miss can be able to be a BB man confusu on your fason.
But that's not right.
Why is it not right?
But that's not right.
On the market, they are public service. Oh yeah, sometimes yeah,
yeah, but it doesn't mean that we cannot.
So what do we do now?
Well, I disagree to the letter the first lady wrote because
you disagree?
Yeah, because we need read the bebem. But let me just read what you wanted. Probably spouses of sitting and former presidents. Is that the place you want me to read?
No.
The administration of President Kufuor introduced the extension of courtesies, including the payment of monthly allowances to spouses of former heads of state, presidents, vice presidents. Subsequent administrations have continued the gesture and even extended them to incumbent first and second ladies. The gesture remains purely humanitarian to support and in some cases rehabilitate former first ladies who were evidently struggling to subsist. However, there is no legal basis for this support. Thus, the committee recommends that the committee recommends that the support extended to the spouses of presidents, former president, vice president, former vice president, former vice president be regularized and included in the privileges of presidents, former presidents, vice presidents, former vice presidents. We have accordingly included these allowances at same level as currently pertains in the table 7.3 as A and B on privileges, benefits, and facilities for the president stroke vice president. So it means that they've shifted it from the normal, same thing, but what will be accorded the president as a privilege, a part of those privileges. And it has nothing to do with this administration.
Never.
Okay, so it's something that we have been practicing.
Listen to them.
That narrative in the propaganda narrative.
Propaganda.
I know it's not relevant.
Am I?
No. When we
now the object of propaganda on your body.
No, when we want
is to throw dust in the eyes of the public there, and that's what they've succeeded in doing.
But they've not succeeded.
Social media, member Kobiano, Arobeshe.
There be
only the name can.
No,
am I? Now someone can mutuya.
To ensure, that's why I'm saying from your legal background, to ensure that you give the proper education. I sit here. Once I'm on top, issues about propagating falsehood in here, it cannot be allowed here.
Dama.
What we want to know, they say, Ghana and Shisha and Dahonum Dadana. That's it. Number two, allowances be Omunina, Ubia, Jibiana.
Amahine, Asam no Walakan.
Finally, the Okano. Yen Nissan Komono, Nyankas Eye, Anase, Enyana. So those are the conversations. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
saying. That Fred, probably the media.
First lady, on the way issue statement through no communication.
Yeah, but I'm saying that we'll come back to that. We'll read that communication.
And we indicate there.
No, Patrick, yeah, back to the communication. The mind. Fred,
you Marty.
Yeah.
Come on, that's it. My main chair with you for next year for you. Any more ankasa. Oh, so now beside you, I said, na minuya, anka the new house of food. Metio you know kasa nyina no na me hwe before the year 2016 assume said they were report be todwa a ye nyina ye teye a obi akasa de fa ho anga 2016 e be todwa si yura ye papa Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama ena tu sana moya na ka kwesha me bisa ne say Minya betina fidie so a say no de be kasa de afa ho
no corridor
mpacho meba kama be say minya ka this approach to this particular issue I can be con say can sembe no be kan afa ho hwe o mewe hu de bia me kan say ye number one problem ene nyachom any our unwillingness say ye be standing for a principle and I say for the truth as of mine nyinara enti never that bonya se mo kan is dependent on where the party megina and I say opposition ti e bia ketina ye wa ban mu na me party penny na ye man penny a the way I be hu asem no ye different enti o man no ye kan bom emfa no kware emfa ti o man mpia o man nko enim hwe Omaine Ghana ha de bia me ka say either say nyina ya chi omaine mu dodo na ya yakrofo anase ya magicians because udwe Ghana ha edwumayefo Omaine o hwe ska etu ade ma edwumayefo any yasetina ma like our expenditure and our income no ebo bra enti kwen be na fa so at me survive obi edwuma wa bia multimedia ebi o hwe camera so ye fa na say at the end of every month the salary 2000 Ghana cedis camera ni rent so ti hola chiba mu akra ha na ya he electricity bill ya he water bill ya he ni TNT ya he na dua ni obedi ya he o keka ni na de see ni a it is sometimes twice or thrice ka or receive every month The question I will say, Sika kai no efiri na eba. Say bi onye obi a te say ultimate ton nam owo no ane ne oton nam beside na. And just Sika efiri na eba. Reality ne say kwamna o man na tim won. I said that we are magicians and I say yeah bibia. Sometimes me too amenti ase. Me right from the president to the last person in this country. You can't nanukwari so our salaries are not good. The president's salary is barely 30,000 Ghana cedis meboa. Ebi allowance is ne dosh say salary ne kura times 3 times 4. But on some paper. But you know so man peninya sika every other source is more. And the other two paper so they da
down for the cameras.
For the cameras. Chief executive the salary ne aka ekete but never change ban the bottom no. Heavy warm weight warm. I want to be an share. It's not for nothing here. Media, the framers of our constitution. Belgium is like my young fat, young penning for wives, children, and fan fafra, among yourself. Why was I better than I can't, yeah, man, yourself. In some I met me a candidate for my penny home. And I say vice president home. A bed is make the same thing I found near home. Confess of my father say, on yet, they didn't come home cry. On yet, politicians so. On the no kafukeke. Okay, a constitution in Muswa. You said and create portfolio beer and I say Juma Portibia for ma first and second ladies or money or maybe. Omwa genuity be. Me come from Nana do around his time. 31st December women. Na ye boy women empowerment. Na ye way. Ono na na adwuma. Ye ro man pedi kufo bae. Mami Teresa on. Ono set up Teresa whatever foundation bi. Ono so kakra akro betinya na ono so oye bi. Ye mami lodi na mama bae ye hu na adwuma oye bebre. Ye mami na do mes ye hu na adwuma oye bebre. Ye mami misata ye nyina current president, Mammy Rebecca, Negimo, was a Covanochi and I said, Yako say, oh, ye be your. And now the privileged position of occupy as first lady and as second lady Zinti. Or means that influence at the COVID private sector, a constellation for funding at the year project. I buy new about Scabeda to and say, Jinafa Wejuma. Because once we have not given you any responsibility, ye mouse a car, how do we account for those resources? Ghana, me Emeya or my penny, is a lawyer. We could have done this thing more transparently and degenerate where we are today. What's the type of committee someone here, this emolument near Kaunina? And you know what I've done over the year? I will not blame it only on their administration. And Yamabi say no come now, they call parliament. At the tail end of the parliament, sorry. Until last day now, I'm not for kind, near appear for me. This is a major issue. Somebody could have even triggered a debate. No, my money na ya bubu waju amafaka majun dia found. Na for policy maker na got na say. Based on all that have been said across board, no, a crime be nebe fa na be ye. It was with good idea all is abiding and say na idea ye ura champion area ho. Ni krewu. Ebia ye ura liman, ye ura Kwame Nkrumah omo yire ho. Sandy person needs to be private business. No matter his academic qualification, on to me for the first lady. If you are MPS, you are not a lawyer until you are, but you come back so quick. But don't know so much. You mama ko na head. You may be a problem for. I had you may be a foul. You na at and I'm a man you smile your comrade. You go to square exist every day. Mrs. Gemina ko be as ko ejuma. Ejuma be na be multimedia be how be jeme. Onje me because I'm too tempted say me end this ni. And since I'm going to private business and I'm on top of the politics now, and then I'll declare you. Actually, I banned you know say, yeah, you pay along with cancer mom na if I question normal. And the process we said it was muted in 2000 thereabout. NDC left office and Judge Rolly before came, they saw the file, they thought it was a good idea, and they started implementation. Say nay again say, a cry fast for a year no, and said that any papa. And Tianya ni no be anti-asia. Why don't you open up the debate? Why don't we all have a conversation around it? Because reality na kwamna, o share o ma eti mu nne. Ebia me ya aba adwuma. Some me o yeri ofie o. Some me o mba ofie o. Almost called the same market. Ekoto ade. Me o be dwe me yere ho. Do you understand? Yeah. And I'm for the argument they say, "O man penny baby out e dey mpa na opel wi ase biom." Nya ope bia o man e dey ma free. Eduane a obedi e dey ma free. O yare a ye hwe free. Atade a obehye free. Telephone bill, electricity, car obetwi, play baby nya obeye bia free. Enti sa onya we nyina. Now to me enyi mu fa hwe wa ebusua o yere na mba. That's one level of the argument. Because wa onya bebia bebre free no untimi ye mu fa hwe we busuafo na ye mpo aye nya hwe na ye ri ne mba ofie no e de any den ebe ya from a social democratic perspective and as obi a be socially minded what I would have thought they say government is even coming up with a policy say oh na mami fo bebi no mo because Ghana aye nyina nim say kwamra ye dodo na senye mami ni muntia majority of us in this country, most fathers were simply not available to perform their fatherhood responsibilities. Mothers not taking up responsibilities. And Ghana, so we are coming for a new policy. Mami for you know mukurengubiano every year, just like the LEAP program. You have some stipends to keep life a body and so together. Now could be oh, we have thought about the society as a whole. And I say, pushing their call on Mampeni, ye their call minister, ye their call MP. Now, another person say, no, so no, ye do know. Not what to drive vehicle, you the whole day. No, I could do 50 Ghana Kro Nibi. Or no, so near Tifia, Osu. Nembati Fia, Omusu. So, so I no panel TV, so say, and I already say, yes, sure, Mampeni, dear, near command car. I am natural human thing. And I make an assembly by ye. Ya fa krata ni na fa beto abonten ama enyi na amperusu e beto da keke enti na also tie ye now the nap ye hu ye now the nap say you bastardize the whole.
Okay, so friends, first lady, let you know the about. Statement from the first lady of the republic, Mrs. Rebecca Kufuado, on the recommendations of the committee established pursuant to Article 71 of the Constitution. The attention of the first lady of the republic, Mrs. Rebecca Kufuado, has been drawn to the recommendations of the committee established pursuant to Article 71 of the Constitution, the Professor Ya Ntiamwa Bedu Committee, which the current president, among other things, seek to regularize the payment of allowances to spouses of the current president and the vice president, former heads of state, president and vice president, respectively, as part of the privileges due the president and vice president under Article 71 of the Constitution. The First Lady has taken note of the ongoing conversation in the nation, following on from these recommendations and their bipartisan approval by Parliament, as mandated by the Constitution as the body which approves the emoluments of the executive. It is important to state that payment of such allowances existed and was made to previous First Ladies in the course of the Fourth Republic, prior to Mrs. Akufo-Addo becoming the First Lady. Mrs. Akufo-Addo did not request to be paid any allowance. She only received that which existed and attached to her status, albeit informally. That notwithstanding, the public discussion has been laced with some extremely negative opinions, in some cases which she finds distasteful, seeking to portray her as a venal, self-serving, and self-centered woman who does not care about the plight of the ordinary Ghanaian. In view of this, the First Lady, in consultation with the President of the Republic, has decided to refund all monies paid to her as allowances from the date of the President's assumption of office, i.e., from January 2017 to date, amounting to 899,097.84. And finally, let me just finish it up here. 1 minute. Yeah. So it continues. The First Lady has also decided not to accept any monies that have been allocated to be paid to her pursuant to the recommendations of the Ntiamwa Bedu Committee as approved by Parliament. She is doing this as a purely personal decision without prejudice to the rights of others, not to undermine the propriety of the process undertaken by Parliament. The First Lady does not want these matters to serve as a distraction from the good work that the President, who is currently touring the Savannah and Upper West regions, is doing to develop our dear nation. The First Lady will continue to support the President, as she has always done, in the execution of the mandate entrusted to him by the good people of Ghana. And it's signed Coco, is it Blebu?
Blebu.
Blebu.
Yeah.
Director of Communications Office of the First Lady.
Is camera? Mama Rebecca, where you bufu asemo. Ayo maimuna semna yeka.
Oh.
Me ba oh ba jo me ba. Debi oh me ba. Debi if you listen to the tone of the letter no. Actually the criticism na ekoso in the public space.
The statements that you people are making.
Can you allow me to finish? You see that yourself on.
If I was in a
yourself on near to say, oh, Deputy Minister to Boase.
If I expect
Deputy Minister to
Boase to do the same.
No.
Because that's what's called
camera.
One GBR.
Deputy Minister.
You are changing the narrative. No.
Mrs. Mahama, one GBR.
Let's not go on that tangent.
You are not getting it. You are not getting it. You are not getting it.
No.
And then we almost started from the year 2000.
Friend, discuss the content of the letter.
That's right. I can say.
Yeah.
Enye bufo. And I'm saying a man for extra margin the farm. It is a normal thing Ghanaians should call speak about this thing. Comrades has said, "Oti a oyiri ni fie."
Yeah.
Osala na yede ma ono, yede oyiri e de kan wan say, ya fa kan. Truck driver, taxi driver, ordinary Ghanaians. Where can someone eduma nyina? Ye nyina any wives. Our wives also not doing things in the various communities. Do you know the kind of volunteer where my wife does in the community as well? But obi of us can farm. That make can say. The president and the executive should be blamed for what has happened. And to mommy, Nibu Elfu the CIT mean the dibium. As I call her, Nibu Elfu if you say, Yakada Tian and Tiana, I mean dibium. On dibium saying, Obetina is a so dibioma, Obenyaskawe.
Okay, so.
Men American say, this issue we need to open it up more for debate. Because once the state start paying salary, no more allowances, so salary. The man first families now. We will demand some accountability from them. We will also demand some responsibility.
They need to work within certain KPIs.
They need to work within certain parameters. That's kind of the man. Ejuma we now here, and we should be able to measure that work. And that will also mean say, I'm not for Benya Akwenya, Abetina Unity TV, so I criticize you. Are they ready for that fire?
Okay.
Me. Provision of Modeba Akadewi, and what are there can hear? So, Gabayagan man penny. One of the benefits of Benyan is one, Oyere, or many betchianica every month. Obayagan man penny. One of the benefits of Benyan is Omba, or many betchiamuska every month. Ube, now a clear, Ube minister, say, Ube MP say there. Then we're having a conversation.
Okay, so.
As you're coming in a year, my business say, and you be a total driver, and also no, chefa or hey.
Okay, honorable member.
Teacher now, my peninsula must say, a teacher for you, my dear, moon be yes, for that. Mode, you are my fano, Mudo here, and made this idea kuno. No, so besides, and you be no to the other way. And just make sure any dear now. All of us are moving forward. But the president so far, no, and I can understand why all these sentiments. Ushe President Akufo-Addo sense or take over power. Ni portion the approacher. And I say, everything has become about his personal comfort and the comfort of his family. That's the representative out there.
In relation to this, you are wrong.
I may be. I agree.
You are totally.
I may be. I'm saying
if you read the committee's report,
hold it.
You have admitted.
The perception.
Let's not feed into that bogus perception. It is what is really worrying the country.
Which one do you call bogus?
Because it is not true
that
Akufo-Addo a person who
do you hear what I said?
They are bogus.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I said the perception said, Amafo-Addo said he thinks more about his personal comfort and the comfort of his family.
That's what I'm coming to. We are having a conversation.
Let me just land.
Now, based on a report.
Yeah, let me just land.
And the report is from...
I just broaden up the argument a bit beyond just this one.
Yeah.
One of the criticisms of Mapeninya can say power be at the organ. And then the fact said he has appointed too many of his family members into government. Ghana for can. A few months ago, one of the arguments against him, the president, said, okay, the state of our country now. This is a time of a president called renting a very luxurious aircraft. I already know from Memo, be also considered for Ska. Never scratch out. Look at the plane. Look at the cost of involved. Not just around that same time you come back.
So there's a growing perception.
There's a growing perception. That's the point I'm making. That is exactly the point I'm making.
Okay.
And I never told you preoccuped say Okocha Nyereka, Okocha Vice Nyereka.
Which was not the case.
Which will not necessarily be the case. Because not everybody has the privilege of reading the report. People were entitled to their views and the commentaries that they ran.
Okay.
And because if the government has been minded and they have brought this issue up for the debate, oh, and I'm sure where we are now, and Kaye do na Maya Mami Rebecca Buefu say,
lack of transparency in our children. Document a recommendation of a committee or parliament. Public forum for debate. That the document would debate or parliament approve. Will be done on also a lack of transparency. Come publish reports in our daily graphic, most realizing and standing with the transparent.
You see?
Parliamentary representation of the people of Ghana. A ho na ban nishi shebi or yebia we hear approval from the people no otoko. A ban or set up committee in accordance with the constitution. Committee was submitted one report no. A ban or the parliament. It says a ban or shall that they know in some secrecy. Or tread then. Yet they turn around was being where nyacho.
But come explain that point. Because look at also for brother.
Yeah. Am I there? Allowances are former first ladies. What J? Did they ever become a campaign issue or issue for debate in the public? Am I in this one? Time Madame Teresa Kufuor or Hono. No, what you allowances? What is an issue? Professor Mills Mayer Obebe first lady. Now, Madame Lordina Mahama or your second lady. No, what you want allowances? Was it an issue? Madame Lordina Mahama Obebe first lady. No, ni Mrs. Emisata Obebe second lady. No, what you want allowances on a monthly basis. Was it an issue? Madame Rebecca Akufo-Addo, now Madame Samira Bawumia was Obebe first and second lady. They've been paying them allowances. Why has that become an issue?
Because they have migrated from the allowance now to salaries.
What is
the recommendation?
You see, share. Amine, read the text of the recommendation.
Fred, but I don't know. We are aware that a former first lady really actually something to that effect. Lordina Mahama.
Oh yes, of course.
Are you aware?
Man, who said now because of social media?
I don't know.
Yes, there have been echoes of social media says can OJ. They have even put a figure to it.
No, I'm saying no, from the office of the former first lady. Are you aware?
Let me check.
Just do a confirmation before I read this because it's getting to...
Oh no, no, I am fake. I am fake.
Yes, I don't want to.
I am fake.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't.
These are authentic platforms.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah. So I don't want to go that way.
Very well. Amine. And so if you say that them processes mean na aban or ye former first ladies. Now, certain first ladies, allowances are on the legal or illegal according to the committee. Obiasu in deny committee is illegal for parliament no one approve so that you are regularizing.
Executive decision are not necessarily legal. Executive decision say, Patrick, just to contribute, you are the lawyer, can help me if I'm wrong. On my penny, it will to me. Say, no, bet me I can say, oh, UFM. Yeah, Fagana Scabe donation with their mom. And illegal. I own here, so back up parliament, I got to get approval to stand up. Me bow. As a cabinet, name on pandemic, I contribution. I just want you to help me.
I don't want you to contribute to my discussion.
Because now can also.
Committee report no Akadan. Also, there's no legal basis for those people.
Yeah, the committee.
So, what is the issue?
So, the fact that the committee said that does not mean it's true.
Because that statement or affect Mrs. Lordina Mahama no Bakasa.
Well, Mrs. Lordina Mahama, why is she the contention?
She has collected some of the money.
Why she has collected? Why she was not entitled to it?
Why should Lordina Mahama?
Why should he be the bidder?
Why are you not talking about Madam Teresa before? One Teresa, one Emisata,
why
one
are you talking about
all of them, they
Nana Kudo Ajima
are not bothered about it.
Why Lord
In fact,
Namama?
they'll continue to take the allowance.
Of course, yes.
Statement now.
Yeah.
Mrs. Akufo-Addo released, also without prejudice to anybody's right.
Yes.
And that statement is referencing previous first ladies who take or are paid these allowances.
Yeah.
And see, what they can choose not to bring it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that.
Let's not create the impression that it's incumbent on them to bring it.
Yeah, it's not.
Somebody has brought it.
But I haven't said so.
Yeah.
But, and when I want you day, and when I work on some, as if to say that President Akufo-Addo to your cow. When Mrs. Mahama was taking these same payments.
Okay.
Why Mrs. Mahama? Why no? Oh yeah, President Mahama. President Mahama, President Mahama, President Mahama. Lima President Mahama is a former president, and he's entitled to contribute to the debate. And he has stated the position at the time. Said what prevailed. No, that was prevailed before he came into office. At the time he came into office in 2013. What prevailed? They said allowances were paid to all former presidents.
Mr. Mahama, when he was president, it was okay to pay allowances to his wife because of entitlement about in a way.
You see, when you say his wife, you are getting it all wrong. He was not necessarily paying money to his wife. He was paying money to what? Former first ladies and existing first lady.
Fantastic.
As of that time.
As of that time.
Fantastic.
So that was the unofficial allowance that was being paid.
That's right.
What has changed?
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
Why the issue?
What has changed now is that we are shifting it to
regularizing it.
Exactly.
Making it under the table to above the table like a crime. We should rather be clapping.
I am saying that the way you went about it was wrong.
Okay. How did we go?
You didn't see. Adebe told you say they are pegging the money to the salary of a cabinet minister. Now it is no more. It is no more an allowance. They say a salary. These are the things that came into the public domain. If you are not graduating from an allowance, then you have they say, oh, remember every month, another 2 months, that's your personal decision. But once it becomes a salary, it must go through some statutory agreement. A condition must be attached to that salary you are paying to the person.
You are being paid for this reason.
For this reason. And you have not stated all this reason. No organization will comment. I don't understand this argument.
Yeah. This play with words, you can only deceive yourself or not me.
But you appear before the court. Allowances are different from salaries.
Surprise.
Okay, so the recipient, the basis for payment of whatever monies,
be it allowance or salary,
is what?
As a minister, they are paying you because the day demand is Magana mine. Oh, your first lady, you just got them out there.
Okay, so
Ghana first lady, the person has not given them any job to do. Yeah, Mama, you are someone yet. But I'm but there was a very important thing that you put.
Which one is the school feeding project?
Yes, can school.
What again quickly? What?
Educational sector.
Okay. Ajiegu.
Baby, nyama body kono.
Ajiegu na.
Come enkwe you. Now I say I come for cause abusu that share omuyem. Headmaster should not talk now.
They are quick to call people
as we speak now, feeding grants for enko. Money for wear and tear enko schooling. Daily maintenance money being cold. Headmasters are suffering. The children are suffering. Now GSS for semester course. They open school in January and vacate in June. 6 months. GSS students. What can they do? People are the education system.